Sports Encyclopedia. You ask Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut. Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No fucking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to conclusion that is proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source. Straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lacking. Light them up, better stay in your lane.
There's only three Lakers that I would not look the other way if I saw them motherfuckers coming. That's Kareem, that's Worthy, and that's Coop. The rest of them damn Lakers, fuck them.
That's bullshit that Robert Parrish said.
Coop, you know I got your back like a backpack, boy. Fuck Robert Parrish. You know he ain't shit. It's all good. You know, fuck the Celtics, all of them.
We see you like shit, you fucking slap dicks. Issues get pressed so past it, don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers!
What up, man? We're in the building. It's Merciless Monday. I'm taking no mercy. We're back. It's been a while. We're back in the building. Smitty and I rock the house. We got a loaded lineup today. Super Bowl champ Eric Weddle, Super Bowl champ Shaun King, Matt McChesney will join us, plus Steve Kim on a Monday. Tomorrow we'll have Big AJ McCarron, Sheldon Day, Dr. Jesse Morse to wrap up the week. And then we'll be off again just like last week, and then we'll be back again for the final stretch of this whole NFL madness that we call playoff football. But you got to have 8 streams to watch the games. Just remember, you got to subscribe to 8 streams unless you got Fire Stick or whatever all that shit is that Smitty knows about. But let's dive into the thumbnail. As you saw, Caleb Williams chokes when it counts. Maxx Crosby is what the current athlete should be, yet won't be. The Steelers and Mike Tomlin, along with Aaron Rodgers, choke like no other. And the Seahawks control their own destiny with the number 1 seed as the Bears lose to the Niners. The Eagles won, or did they? Did the Bills lose that game by not going and kicking the extra point, taking it to overtime? We have to discuss that. College football playoff begins second round this week during New Year's 2026, and hopefully this round is better than the meaningless first round. LeBron James is called out by J.J. Redick and the Lakers staff. What does this mean in Tinseltown? The Ravens will play the Steelers for it all in the AFC North this Sunday as they have their best offensive output of the season, ironically, without Lamar Jackson. But what do I know? As they run the football with Derrick Henry, as they always should, led with a completely different quarterback who's very, very familiar in Tyler Huntley. The Chargers choked it off as I attended the game versus the Texans. What an absolute snooze fest offensively that was. The Jags hold off the Colts, and the playoff picture is a bit more clear as we hit Week 18. We'll have 2 playoff games, essentially, Bucks, Panthers, and Steelers, Ravens. So should be a good week, finally, to wrap this Week 18 up. Kyle Whittingham becomes Michigan man, taking the Michigan job, basically telling everybody at Utah, hey, you fuck me. And he couldn't wait to leave. Lane Kiffin rubbing the LSU fan base wrong already as he leaves in the third quarter as Houston beats LSU in a bowl game. Plus, who wants to watch 6-6 teams play bowl games during this part of the year? Nobody. That's who. The epic collapse of Smitty's Indianapolis Colts should be studied. It was more focused on the lady owner putting headsets on her head who inherited this organization from her father, who suddenly passed away this offseason, instead of the actual horrific leadership that ended up taking over as a spectacle instead of an organization with bad trades that led to epic failure. But what do I know? What I do know is a Far East Sider, 317, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, Phillip Rivers loving, Caitlin Clark jocking, Big Smitty.
Everybody pour one out for my coach right now. Moment of silence for my Indianapolis coach. Give us 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. What a season, y'all. What a season by my coach. We took an L.
Oh, you don't want me told up?
But did you see the fight that my coach had? The fight that Phillip Rivers had, the fight that the coaching staff had, knowing that we were outgunned, outmatched, overmanned, out the playoffs. But you still saw Kenny Moore out there with the big hits. You still saw Grover Stewart, our longest tenure Indianapolis coach, in the middle, holding it down, making plays. Did we finish? No. But we played hard from beginning whistle to end. You could tell they wanted to win that game for Uncle Phil. Few calls, didn't go our way. A few bad plays here and there, and that's all it takes in the NFL game, man. So that's a really good Jags team. Shout out to D. Jones. You can talk your trash, whatever. You guys are really good. I know how to be real and admit that I was wrong. But my coach, man, listen, tough season, but I love the fight. You can talk shit about our ownership and all that, but they're trying. They're giving effort. They went out here, they made a move that they knew was a risky move, but they made a move. I'd rather you make a move than to just sit back and just lose without trying. And know who you are, Jason. You're the type of guy that you never just sit back and let things play out. You make moves, you take risks, you take chances, and somehow they don't always go in your favor, but you always keep going. So you should respect what our organization has done, and everybody in this chat should do as well. Jason?
Agree. That's a great little soliloquy there. But also, though, when I said I take my chances, we can't make excuses for losing, though, like you just did.
I made no excuses.
Playing hard. We played hard. There's no moral victories. There's no gray area. The winners fuck the prom queen. Losers jack off. And guess what? She'll go now. And what is she going to do? Fuck the prom queen?
Keep owning the team.
Billionaire. She's a prom queen. She got fucked.
Billionaire.
She inherited it. I know. Here's the thing. Here's why.
Work towards the two, though. Learned the game from her pops. Go ahead, Jason.
Anything women touch, they fuck up.
Stop, homie.
Anything a woman touches, they fuck it. You know why?
It's a lie.
Women that get into men's spaces with control, fuck it up. Every woman I've ever known to take over a men's space, how's the Lakers doing?
Got a ring. Got a ring. I was waiting for it.
How many championships they won since she took over? She any woman that takes over a man's space fucks it off.
Bailey, got a ring. What are we talking about?
You walk down the aisle, put my headsets on. Everybody's worried about that shit. Hey, nobody worried about the horrible trades, the fucking horrible leadership, the goddamn. Hey, Carly, whatever your name is. How'd the headsets work out? Did it work out okay when you guys started losing and fucking Sauce Gardner didn't play for you? Hey, did you go in and talk to the staff? Did you go in and fucking listen to everything you heard all year and go in and have a staff meeting? Carly Ursay, did you have a staff meeting and tell all the coaches what they were doing wrong so you could fix it?
Listen. I know your type, Jason. I just figured you out. You are the type to wait until the shit happens.
No, I'm not.
And then look back and then talk shit now. It's easy to say this now.
Literally you.
But when we were rolling, 8-1, rolling, everything going great, it was amazing. So when we start losing, now it's horrible leadership. Excuse me. Come on,
Bailey. How many times did Shaun King and I bring this brought up, even when they were winning? And how bad of a look was it? Thank you, Bailey. Nodding his head back there. Shaun King and I brought up Ursay 30 times during the season, homie.
But you didn't say it was bad leadership.
I did.
You said visually it wasn't good optics. Is what you said.
That's what I said. Bad leadership. That's what's going to happen now. Look what happened now. You act like I just brought it up right now. I was quiet while they were like Smitty. Let me full circle this for you.
Please do.
I fucked up.
Thank you for admitting it.
I fucked up yesterday. I picked 2 lock picks and I lost both of them.
You did.
See, I own that.
You should.
You are talking about the exact person I'm discussing right now. So last week I picked the Jags lock pick and I won.
Mm-hmm.
Crickets. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nobody. Where was all the haters?
I celebrated you.
So I picked 2 yesterday. And by the way, I've hit 4 out of 5 lock picks in a row. 4 out of 5. Yesterday was my first loss, really, both games. Lock picks, not parlays. Locks. I fucking hit 2, missed them both. Okay. Bears game we saw, gave up choked. The Panthers just shitty. And the Seahawks deservingly so dominated, and that's what they get. Number 1 seed, probably. So, listen, at the end of the day, though, I own it. But those people you are discussing right now are the people I want to bring up right now. Those are the same people, homie. I at least talk about Carly Ursay the whole year. I wasn't quiet the whole year. These motherfuckers quiet the whole year. And then they wait. Oh, JB lost 2 lock picks. Shut the fuck up. Where were you last week, bitch? But the bottom line is,
I'm with you on that. I'm just saying, don't put the blame.
I'm a fair cuss. I'm
Don't
always
put the blame on her. Like, it's fucked up. So you're basically saying we lost. Our season went to shit because of her.
Well, what I said is epic
Not because
failure.
Burns hurt his knee first, right? Yeah. People forget his knee was fucked up for 2 games. Then he tore his Achilles. That don't matter though. Come on, y'all.
Hold on, can I dive into that?
It's your show.
By the way, everybody out there, it's your show too. Nobody knows.
My name.
We had no idea this was going to be discussion. No idea. This was not on our docket. I'll show you the rundown. It's not on there.
I'll screenshot it right now and send it to you.
So number 1, real quick. You just said nobody thought Danny Dimes was going to get hurt, right?
Right.
So let me ask something. Do leaders create more leaders or followers? Why didn't we have a backup? Why do I got to go get a 44-year-old out of the fucking Walmart's grocery line, homie? I got to go find a 44-year-old. If you're such a great leader and you got your headphones on, guess what? Go get a younger quarterback, homie. Go trade for that.
Let me answer, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
You say it all the time. Quarterback play is shitty. Ain't no quarterback option.
Exactly. But guess what?
He knows that too.
Who else is on her roster? Who else is on her roster?
We got
AR5. AR5 is on her roster too, homie. Hey, did she listen on the headset about, hey, AR5's out for the year, week 1, though? She knew this. She put the headphone on and say, hey, guess what, guys? Instead of Sauce Gardner, we probably got to get a quarterback. No? Oh, I'd rather just talk to everybody and listen to what they should do. By the way, I'm going to go to Mac Makeup today at Macy's. I'm going to put headsets on, and I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to fucking talk, and I'm going to listen to all the females that know what they're doing, and then I'm going to act like I know what I'm listening to, and then I'm going to make an executive decision on how the fucking makeup should be distributed upon what complexions that they have when they come order it, okay? I know nothing about that, but that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put headsets on. I'm going to walk around, Mac. Hey, little girl, fucking, what the fuck you doing? That's Smitty's complexion. It ain't the same as mine. You got to put like a nude on. What the fuck are we talking about, homie? Like what she did. She put headsets on and acted like she knew what the fuck she was doing the whole year, and everybody was worried about what she thought was important. Guess what? You just fucking had an epic failure because you're a lady in a man's space. Leave our fucking shit alone, ladies.
If I hear Mac Makeup one more time on this show,
you don't like that Mac Makeup.
Shit around.
Mac Makeup that serves you. I love that shit.
Dude, if you want to start wearing makeup, Jason, do your thing.
I'm saying that's a full woman's space. I want to make sure that I'm clear.
You're obviously a fan of makeup. So
no, it's a woman's space.
Do your thing. I don't judge.
All right. If you respectfully, if you give me another woman's space, then I'll start using that. But Mac Makeup as the woman's face, because I used to have to buy my daughter Mac Makeup when she was young. Like all Mac Makeup, like the good makeup that.
So makeup is the only ownership that a woman has. Everything else is a man's space.
The only guys that are in. Well, no, the only guys that are in makeup are gay.
I'm asking you a question though. So, because you say you're struggling to think of another thing to say, right? So, in your head, the only thing that's a woman's face is makeup. So.
No, I said, give me one.
So going through your mindset, what you're saying, the only thing that they're able to do without getting any pushback,
you're right.
It's fucking working makeup. So they do anything else, it's a man space. Don't fix cars. Don't fucking coach. Don't coach basketball. They can't do shit else because everything else is a man's space.
You're right. You know what? I'm wrong. You're right. There is another space, and I've been missing it.
What?
It's not just makeup at Mac Makeup. There's other areas.
Okay, what are
they? It has to do with something you don't like. You don't like it. You don't like him. You don't like a lot of things.
Berlin, and she's done. Oh my word! Look at that finish. The timer stops at 50.
Lord have mercy.
Make me a motherfucking sandwich. Make me a sandwich. I won't bother you there either. I'll put headsets on and see if you're putting my tomato on last or you put on the fucking honey mustard, homie. I won't bother you there either. Make me a motherfucking sandwich. Shit, I won't fuck with you that space either. You're right, Smitty. You're right. I was wrong. I don't
know what woman hurt you.
I own it.
I'm going to leave it at that.
I own it.
Somebody hurt you in your past, Jason. I'm going to figure it out one day. Somebody, either a family member, an ex-girlfriend, a fucking, when you was in middle school, you got played in front of everybody. Some woman hurt you and it scarred you for fucking life. You have zero respect for women.
Keep saying that.
Because a lot of shit that we do as adults, our childhood impacted. If you really sit down and self-reflect, everybody in the chat, self-reflect for like a day and just sit down and just think. A lot of the reason you are the way you are right now is because when you was a kid, something happened to you. You either got bullied, you got something. There's trauma. I'm telling you. I'm
a content creator now.
Thank you for admitting it.
Well, I'm not admitting it. I'm just going off you and Bailey's.
Now you are. You're a full-time influencer.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the kitchen with headsets on. I'm going to get a bitch, and she's going to make me a sandwich, and I'm going to get a headset on. And we're going to do a skit. We're going to do a skit. We're going to do a skit. It's going to blow up.
But get a what? But get a what?
Huh?
Get a what in the kitchen with you?
I'm going to get headsets.
And then what else?
Make a sandwich.
All right, never mind. You said something earlier, but it's all good. Let's get the show started.
I'm gonna get a bitch to make a sandwich, and I'm gonna put headsets on.
That's what you said. It's almost 6:30. We haven't started yet. We have 9 guests come on today, so we have 40 minutes, give or take, to kind of get through everything that we got to get through solo.
You steered me wrong. They're not a good co-host. You steered me off schedule. That's not even on our schedule.
I got one last comment, then we can go. Shout out to Mike Bundy. Mike Bundy was going to send me $1,000 if the Colts won. He told me in the last week, and then he texted me again on yesterday. He said, "Good luck, brother." And my Colts took a fucking L. So it was high stakes game for me yesterday. So the Colts lost. I'm trying to stay positive.
It wasn't high stakes for you at all. It was high stakes for Mike Bundy.
But he's like,
you literally had to do nothing. You get to sit there and watch this bit. You watch this broad put headsets on, and you had no take in the game at all. He did. He had all the money. So were you paying Mike Bundy if they lost?
No, but like my life changed though. Like
no stakes in it. Yeah, no stakes.
But in a sense, I did because like I was already counting that money.
Not a sense at all.
I was counting that money before I had it.
But you didn't give anything. It wasn't a counter bet. It wasn't anything you could lose. So you really had nothing in it.
Emotional trauma.
Yeah, exactly. That's gay. Let's be honest. That's
like
what.
The excitement of thinking you might get something, and then you don't get it. It's like, damn.
That's a tease.
Exactly.
Blue ball.
There you go.
Why does she wear blue all the time? Why does Carly Ursi always wear blue?
Go, tell me.
Because she likes teasing balls.
It's our colors.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So hold on. So it was cool when her daddy and her granddaddy was fucking running the team, making mistakes and shit. Her granddaddy was fucking up. Daddy, I love Jim. I said they all made a lot of mistakes, but because they got to dig in some balls, it's all cool.
Well, no,
she made a mistake. It's because she's a woman. Like it sounds so ignorant, but I'm done. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm done.
Do you just dismiss the fact that the guy had to work his ass off to build the empire to buy an organization? Are you just dismissing all that?
I got a question for you though.
You act like show me the broad that did it.
So what? Hold on. But why don't you get mad when Bob, the OG, passed it down to Jim? You never mentioned that.
That's what it's supposed to. It's a man.
No.
What are you talking about?
No. The parent.
Hold on.
No. The parent passing out to the kid.
I don't think you realize what the pecking order in life is.
Jim ain't got no kid, no boys.
It's called an heirloom, homie. It's a man to a boy. What are you talking about?
Jim got all girls. What are you gonna do?
What are you talking about? You thought the grandpa was supposed to dismiss the son, the boy, and go right to the girl?
No. I'm saying kudos to Bob. Like, you do that. He worked his ass off, bought a team. He got old, passed away, passed down to his son. The son did the same thing. Grew the team, Super Bowl champion, got old, passed away, passed down to his kids. The kids he has is 3 girls. So, like,
no. We're not talking about that.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying, why are you mad that he's
not mad? I'm not mad. What I'm saying is stop the sideshow circus act. Let a GM run the fucking team that you pay. Get your fucking ass up in the owner's box and run the organizational day-to-day. Don't fucking make it about you with the headset shit on. You just epically failed your roster. You are the woman, took over, and now your team was a top number 1 seed, Smitty, for half the season.
And
they're not even in the playoffs.
I like your arms go back like this. I don't like this position right here.
What do you hate more, that or this? See, I could point out. Yeah, let's move on. Quote of the day brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you head over there. Use the Coach JB. $75 on $5 deposit.
Where my money at?
In Maryland, Boston, Massachusetts. Huh?
Where my cheese at? Fuck all that. The read. Where my cheese at?
Quote of the day, Smitty. Smitty, there's nothing more badass than being who you are.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's nothing more badass than just being who you are.
That could have been a CCB. That could have been
it could have been that one you could have get. It could have been, but we'll get to that. But we could have been. But I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing more badass than being who you are. Mm-hmm. See, everybody, I go out to the Charger game. I'm on the field. I see CJ, by the way. I'm like, hey, JB, just keep being who you are. Coaches, everybody from the Texans coming over there. JB, keep being who you are. It's funny how they motherfuckers without being on the camera will tell you to keep being who you are. You speak for us. You're the fucking voice we need. All that shit behind the closed curtains, homie, is always said to me. You notice that? It's always said to me that way. And Smitty, you've been around me where it's either you could say you're Democrat, Republican, you could Crip, blood, white, black. Have you not heard that being said to me by every person we've ever talked to?
I have heard that, but my focus is not really on what you're talking about right now. You just reminded me that you went to another game in my hood and then invited.
I went right past your house, yeah.
And then you tweeted at the game without Big Smitty. Now you're like teasing me about it.
My publicist did that.
You don't have one. You can't afford one, respectfully.
My publicist did that.
What's his or her name?
Paris.
So Paris runs your actual social account. She don't just create account like content. She actually runs the shit now.
No, Paris does our cuts and shit. I got a publicist, Paris. Let's move on, man. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you head on over there. Promo code Coach JB. Get your lock pick of the night tonight when I give you a parlay, a 4-game banger. We'll give you later on. That's guaranteed to hit. Contrary to belief, Smitty, you should go anywhere you want to go as long as it's forward.
Ooh.
Contrary to belief. Yeah.
So whatever goal you got, whatever you want to do, as long as you're just moving forward.
Yeah. You can go anywhere you want to go. You should go anywhere you want to go.
Damn.
As long as you're going forward, homie.
Man, I love that.
Poll question, Smitty. Let's dive right into it. You could answer slow or fast. It's up to you. However you want to swing it. Prefer it goes fast because we got other shit to get to. So it's up to you because you've already slowed the show down. So poll question, Smitty. Does home field advantage mean anything in this year's NFL playoff picture?
Yes, it does. That's an easy question. That's a weak question. That's like common sense.
Well, I knew you'd be micro with this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that home field advantage still plays a very big role. I mean, I was talking to my wife yesterday, breaking down to her that there's a possibility that the 49ers might be at home the rest of the season, which is crazy because the Super Bowl is in their stadium. So home field advantage, it's not just about the crowd, right? It's more so about your routine as a player, not having to travel, not having to worry about and get comfortable with the weather, the hotel, like it's your family, your bed, your normal routine makes just the process easier for you as an athlete and less stuff to worry about. So to me, it still matters tremendously. Is it the all end all be all? Not at all. You see teams lose at home all the time, of course, but it's still an advantage. It's a reason that while on the betting line is that, you know, typically the team that's home gets 3 points just off the bat. It's a reason that happens. So go ahead, Jason.
Over the last 10 years, it's 50%. So everything you just said is absolutely false, and it means nothing. Unless you're a Chiefs Queendom, maybe a Bills Mafia, teams that actually traditionally play good at home. Everyone else is fair game. How did Minnesota look when they were 14-2 last year and the Rams went in that waxed that ass? How do
Sam Darnold,
all these big-time teams, by the way, dominate? It's right at 50% line. It's actually at 51%. Wow. Huge advantage. It's 51% over the last 10 years. It's not an advantage no more. And by the way, it almost puts you on edge to have to travel because the Rams are road warriors. You know, we saw them lose to the Eagles last year in that epic thriller in the snow where Matthew Stafford showed that he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
But they lost, right?
They lost. Yeah.
And you told me earlier that ain't no moral victories. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're exactly 100%. I'm not saying that.
Right.
What I'm saying is we saw that game. Other than that, though, the Rams have been road warriors. Look at their record. They even had to play the game because of the fire, Smitty, in Arizona. They didn't even get to play their home game at home. Bottom line is teams now are around 51% home field advantage. And guess what? Most of that percentage comes from Chiefs.
So real quick, you're going to use the last 10 years to define the entire history of the NFL.
I'm saying the shit's changing. You got to use the data the last 10 years if it's changed that dramatically. So it used to be, look, I'm reading it right now.
I want the last 20 years.
Smitty, it used to be 60%.
Yeah.
Now it's at 51%.
All right.
So it's obviously going like this. Is it not?
It's going up this year, though. Watch.
I don't think so. I think the Rams are going to go on the road now. After that looks like it's pecking order. They might play Philly round 1 again. Fuck, man.
Fuck around, lose though.
Yeah. Anyway, the Rams will probably be on the road. Depends on Seattle 49ers. Play for it all here, so we'll see. But anyway, we'll get to it, man. But I don't believe it's the same advantage as it once was. Is what my point is. So I don't believe the home field advantage means anything. I actually disagree with what you're saying by being at home, comfortable, blah blah blah. My whole point was the Rams are usually road warriors because McVay does what he does. You saw what he did over the last. Remember when they went overseas? They left the day before. Yeah. He gets his guys on edge to make sure they're alert and up.
That's one team, though. That's one team.
Well, there's some other teams. The Bills have a winning record on the road in the playoffs, except for the Chiefs. They can't beat. Other than that, I mean, Josh Allen's won 8 playoff games. I mean, it's pretty damn good. He didn't have them all at home. So, like, there's guys that go on the road and do well historically.
Damn near.
So, we'll see.
They always win the division until this year. So, they always got fucking home games. I hear you.
Well, let's talk about this. You got it.
All right, man. Well, let me dive into the rundown. Let me pull it up because I haven't pulled it up yet.
Late.
I'm not late at all. We started showing a different way. So, that's why I was like that. But I'm ready right now. So, Caleb Williams and the Bears lost to the 49ers, led by Brock Purdy last night in the epic game, man. Guys are going back and forth. I saw a crazy stat. It was the first game in NFL history that the teams were tied at like 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. It was some like wild stat. And obviously 49ers ended up pulling it off. Caleb Williams and the Bears had a chance to win late, but wasn't able to pull through. But what was your overall evaluation watching that game, watching Caleb, watching Brock Purdy go out there and make some plays with using his feet? And I mean, these are two like real deal teams in the NFC who are going to hold some weight in the playoffs. But what are your thoughts?
Before we answer that, there's a little bit of breaking news out here that Anthony Joshua survived a deadly car crash in Nigeria that killed 2 people.
What? When? Last night?
I'm not sure when. Steve Kim reposted it. Pierce Morgan actually posted it out there. But yeah, apparently. Yeah, deadly car crash that killed 2 people. He was a passenger in a Lexus when it reportedly smashed into a truck. And he's being carried out in complete agony. So we have no idea what's wrong. He's shirtless. I don't know if that was ripped off because, sometimes you have to take clothes. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll ask Steve about it later on, though.
Damn.
Little breaking news for anyone that did not know. T's and P's. All right, Smitty, but going back to, we'll get to that with Steve Kim. He is alive, but there is 2 that have perished. So unfortunately, a life is a life, regardless. So T's and P's to those that have lost their life. Caleb Williams and the Bears lost. I watched the game on the boat. We watched it on the boat last night. I was on the boat the whole day. It was unbelievable weather, 75 degrees. No, it was unbelievable, by the way. Boat ran perfectly. Everything was cool in a couple of spots. I can't go back to a certain spot ever again. I cussed out the man. I cussed out the manager. And anyway, long story.
Always do that.
But anyway, there's 36 other places out there. So
you gotta cut people out all the time, homie.
Yeah, that's Ruben's fault. But anyway,
Ruben don't even talk, so I know it wasn't Ruben.
It wasn't. He actually was asleep. He was asleep, and he got mad at me. He got mad at me because I woke him up, and he heard me cussing the motherfucker out from the boat. And then a guy manager comes out with this broad who was rude as fuck, and then so I bang on him. Of course, I'm like, "What the fuck you want, pussy? Why are you out here?" He got quiet. He didn't say a word. By the way, he said not one word.
One of these days,
they film me. It might be on TMZ later. They film me.
One of these days, you're gonna press the wrong one, though.
Well, no, I'm not, because I am the wrong one.
Because if I owned that shit and that was like me to walk out, it would have been a whole different scenario.
That wouldn't have been.
Trust me, there's no way you would have said that.
And
I would sit there silently like this.
I promise you. Yeah, you would.
Come on.
Because I know you. You're corporate.
I'm about respect, though. At the end of the day, I'm about respect. At the end of the day.
Anyway, listen. Purdy threw for 300 yards. Caleb had again, was fucking horrific through 3 quarters, just like he's been.
Here you go.
Well, I'm watching the stat. He was 13 of 23. That's not unbelievable through 3 quarters. And Swift carried them again as the Bears' second leading rushing offense in football, keeps them in games, which is going to keep the Bears in all games, by the way, in the playoffs. So just clarify. They play a run first under center. Caleb Williams has matured enough to understand Ben Johnson has taught him how to play the position in the NFL. This is no longer shotgun every snap, RPO, USC, Lincoln Riley. Shitty ass. This is actually NFL. Get under center. Teach him how to play the position, which he's done, because we all know he's uber talented.
He one of the best deep ball throwers in the NFL. I'll be real. He's so accurate deep ball. It's crazy.
I think he's the best ad-lib player. I think his feet are phenomenal. That, like, he makes plays that a lot of guys can't just because he has a spider sense.
Yeah.
But see, then Jay Earn, Pro Black Jay Earn, he wants to throw out 25 for 42, 330. Show me the first 3 quarter stats, Jay Earn. I'll wait. Let's go. Wait, I'm gonna wait for you. Go.
But while you're waiting, though, fourth quarter is the money quarter. Number one.
No, I've said that.
Number two, you always typically you come on this show and you always go to yards first. These motherfuckers then he can't throw for 300 yards.
No, I don't. No.
Both quarterbacks threw for over 300. So
stop lying. What do I always lead with? Ask anybody. What do I always lead with?
Yards.
What I say? No, I did not. I said 13 for 23. I say he was 10 for fucking 24. I always start with percentage because in a game now that the quarterback throws, did you see fucking Bo Nix's stat chart?
No.
He completed 18 balls and at or behind the line of scrimmage the other day. Every fucking dot was like, boom. I said, damn, quarters must work.
Stop.
I said, Mina, quarters must work. Because there was no D-ball. But anyway, 18 balls, homie. That's what the NFL's become. Everything is right here. Dink, dunk, dink, dunk, dink, dunk. So if you can't do that and have a high percentage, we're fucked. We're really fucked, homie. I'm going to be honest.
Is you and I, if you go back and listen to like quarterback arguments, you and I often argue. And when you argue, you often lean on yards as like your barometer of success. Because I always respond and be like, okay, so passing yards, we always say the same shit. Passing yards determines how good you are.
Did you see Jalen Hurts yesterday?
He threw for 0 yards in the second half.
This ain't the first time, homie. This is
the second time happened this year.
It's ridiculous. I'm just telling you. But I get it. I know.
It's weird.
I'm not trying to bash just those quarterbacks. Brock Purdy, guess what? My eyes work. Guess what? He's shitty. He's shitty.
Nah, Purdy was.
Guess what? Brock Purdy's shitty.
Purdy was out there doing it.
I'm telling you right now. You heard it here first. the Niners will be a one and done in the playoffs because of Brock Purdy. Dog, they're not. Listen, Shanahan's done a hell of a job, but again, the playoffs hit. You got hubcaps on a Lamborghini. You've lost so many parts of that Lamborghini this offseason. Then you lost more parts during the season getting hurt. Then you're going to put all the playoff pressure again on bus riding Brock Purdy, and they're going to be one and done. You heard it here first. I will make it a lock pick. The Niners will lose round 1. Curtain call. Promise you.
Please cut this, y'all.
Yes, promise you.
You said Purdy shitty. You ain't see him making plays in the red zone.
I get all that.
Run, go back, come back, throw it over the top. Like was
I get all that. I get all that.
Dance at the end.
And listen, I love every time I pound the rock, I pound the table when I see a quarterback throw a fucking dig breaking in cut.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the throw to fucking what's his name? Jennings.
Johnson? Or Jenny.
I love it, homie. I love it.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Listen, I love the little ad lib. He did some. He did his own. He did his own Caleb Williams when he threw to the usage.
Keep going.
Listen, I watched the whole game. That game. I watched the whole game.
Talking about how you watch that?
Because I see things that he does, and I'm like, this is not going to work in the playoffs. I'm just telling you, homie. The guy is not the guy. He's the other guy during the season, and then when it comes to being needed as the guy, he's not the guy. So I'm just telling you. I mean, you listen. You can all. You know what's funny, Smitty? I take the Bears against the Niners last night as one of my lock picks.
Yeah.
I got the whole fucking Niner fucking fan base hating me.
Yeah.
Then today the Niners win, and then I got the whole fucking the Niners fan base talking shit. But then I do the Caleb Williams thumbnail, and now the Bears hate me again. It's funny how whatever you do, it's particularly it's that fucking fan base. So I could I heard that was a man, but anyway, I could do.
Ain't no man.
Huh?
That's all woman. Homie.
Yeah.
All women.
That a clavicle.
Model.
She covering her clavicle.
Listen. You can talk shit about Caleb when he does certain things to talk shit about. But a win is a win. And when he does things that are in alignment with what you and I believe in, you gotta give him his praise and give him his kudos. Go ahead, Jason.
Shout out for Christmas. We the People, a custom sign somebody made me. We the People right there, custom company. Yeah. We the People, yeah. It's a slap dick and small ink on the bottom. Pretty fire.
All right.
Matches the room. America. Yeah. Hey, so listen. Here's the cool part, Smitty. We cover up for our inefficiencies.
Okay.
So when we're a man and we paint our nails, we're gay. And at the end of the day, when you have to cover up for that, you have to take a picture and a photo op with a fucking fire female, right? That's what they do. They throw the dogs off. It's like coffee grounds to move the dope. Keep the dogs off the dope. I got to put coffee grounds in there. Right. This is all he's doing. Because no real straight man ever in the history of life ever paints their fucking nails, homie. Like, let's stop.
He could be a metrosexual.
I don't want to hear that. That's gay.
So Dennis Rodman was gay.
It's gay. Yes.
He was okay. Cool. Be consistent.
Yes.
Cool with that. As long as you're consistent, I'm cool with that.
Stop talking about a man painting their motherfucking nails.
You always tell me that Dennis Rodman fucked the baddest bitches.
He did.
You always say that.
He did.
And you praise it. But
what do you always say?
Two things to be true.
Thank you. Let's move on.
All right. Next topic here. We kind of talked about this one already. The Colts lost. We kind of like flipped that a little bit. So I'm gonna move on to the third.
That. We know the female fucked that whole organization. Let's move on.
She actually helped us out. So shout out to Carly. I'm gonna meet her and interview her.
Oh, draft picks. She did help you with draft picks.
I'm gonna meet her and interview her one day. The Lions fan who had a punch thrown at him by Steelers DK Metcalf held a bizarre press conference. He's basically saying he's evaluating all options and he's talking crazy. Matter of fact, it's a video. Y'all hear from him. Check it out.
Really hard to get me upset, but there's two things animal abuse, racism, like I get hot right away. Like I can feel it in my face, it gets all warm. So I guess I want to be crystal clear about one thing. I didn't use any racial slurs, no hate speech. I mean, none of that stuff at the game. Actually, never. 15 years season ticket holder for the Lions. I've never done that at all. So, to Kalen, if you're watching this, man, just, if you could just say that, please. Like, my family's getting threats and stuff, and it's not cool. So, whether you said that or not, I'm sure you didn't want that to happen to the family. Even if you did, like, I forgive you, man.
This assault occurred about 2 minutes.
I had no idea that.
You know what the problem is?
Go ahead. Yep.
What did you have no idea about? Go ahead.
No, I just had no idea that one of our own was the victim in this situation. I had no idea that one of our biggest fans who support our show since the beginning was the person who was beefing with DK. I had no idea that Joe Accord was the person that was the Lions fan and was in the crowd and had his beef with DeKalen. But Joe, I mean, I hope you're able to, I guess, get everything that you want from this. I'm not a fan of what you're doing, Joe.
Wait. What happened? What happened?
Oh, that's Joe Accord.
Who's Joe Accord?
Him. That's Joe Accord.
With the hat on?
That's Joe Accord.
That's not Joe.
That's Joe Accord, homie. Watch the video. That's Joe Accord.
Let me see it again a little bit.
Play it from the beginning again.
Upset, but there's two things: animal abuse, racism. Like I get hot right away. Like I can feel it in my face.
That did sound like Joe right there, but listen, respectfully, Joe's in the show. Joe's a Minnesota fan, not a Detroit, so he's actually mad at you.
It's the joke, Joe. Shout out to Joe, man.
Like right now, he's mad at you, and he's literally trying to figure a way out to rip your fucking skin off.
Like I envision him in the garage right now, like having a pissy fit. Like he's throwing shit around. He's like he's legit angry right now.
Let's get the brass tacks on this fuck. I want to see DeKalen slap the shit out of this guy again. Now I'm on DeKalen's side.
Why you keep saying his full name? That's what
I don't know. The shit is petty. By the way, you have a half suit on with a fucking blazer with a hat backwards and hold a press conference. You deserve to get fucking slapped.
Yeah.
You deserve to get slapped immediately.
Yeah.
On live television. But guess who I would sue though if I'm this guy?
Allegedly.
Guess who I would sue? Not DK.
Who?
Chad Ochocinco.
Why?
Yeah. Because he claimed fake racism. He lied. He lied on his show and said this guy said he a slur. No, he didn't. We've all seen the videos. There's seen multiple views of it. He's also Ochocinco apparently has come out with Shannon Sharp and made a fucking statement that they were wrong. No. See, we need to start holding shit accountable. How are you wrong with that? Like, there's no way to be wrong, Smitty, unless you have a video in your hand and seen the guy and said, boom. There's no way you're wrong with that. See, we keep making these assumptions. That's what's dividing us more and more, homie. Stop fucking saying dumb shit unless you got the evidence. There's no way, Smitty, you and I came out here on this motherfucker and said, man, I got this fucking, I got something, so I know it happened. I got the video. Then, okay, Miss Smitty and I, we looked at it. We said, you know what? We're going to go with it because we got it.
Right.
There's nothing out there to have. This motherfucker literally came out there and lied.
Yeah. Now I'm with you.
I'll do that motherfucker. Fuck him.
There's no answer for that. I mean, the only thing I can think of, unless DK lied to Chad and said that was the case. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that's making me a little just curious. Like
even then, though, Smitty, I've told you certain things and you won't even let me do it respectfully. I like that you don't do that. and tell Bailey, nah, Bailey, make sure that that's real, or make sure we have it on evidence. Just because I told you that my homie told me, you're still like, unless you got the video, homie, don't say it.
Yeah.
That
you gotta be careful with stuff like that. Like,
we act like DK and Chad grew up together. That's 20 years apart.
Yeah.
They're not homies like that. They just fucking know each other through the fucking relationships of the players in this league, and the fucking, you know, the tightly knitted fraternity that the NFL is.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're boys.
Right.
So, like, come on, man, this shit is ridiculous. That's
what
I've
always said. I think we throw the word racist out way too fast and way too much, and it's dangerous. Like, calling somebody racist is a real. That's one of the worst things you can call somebody. Honestly, if you really think about it, but we use it so loosely though that we just act like it's just nothing. Now, obviously, we play around on this show, of course, but I'm talking about like when you seriously are saying that people are saying the term and stuff like that. So, listen, the thing is making me like curious to, like, I don't know, just know if there is more to it. Not saying it was anything racist, but just it's seeing Mike Tomlin and seeing like Aaron Rodgers kind of their response to it. I get they're standing up for their team, their player / teammate, but I don't know the way that they responded and the way that the Steelers are not taking away his money. He's keeping all his guarantees and all that. It's making me feel like that they know more than what we know. And again, I know we saw that video, but apparently, again, this is a guy he's been having issues with since he was in Seattle. So, like, it just makes me wonder, like, is there more to it? Not saying the racist angle, but just something else. I don't know. But I don't know if the team would defend their guy so hard if he was just clearly just in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen guys make bad mistakes and coaches be like, hey, man, like, he's wrong. You know, he's owned up to it, but he's wrong. But
I have a good friend that was an O-line coach there for a long time. And here's the simple reason. This is simply a Mike Tomlin decision as having hierarchy in that organization to defend his player for simple two reasons. First of all, we know. So I know DMV and everybody. Did we talk to the other people around him? They're still digging for racial slurs and shit. We have the videos, homie.
Yeah.
And trust me, 1,000 motherfuckers would have came out and said it. This guy's been at 15-year fucking ticket holder, homie. Yep. Stop reaching, DMV. Stop reaching for race, homie. Like, we got to get better, homie. Real shit. We got to stop with the bullshit. If it's out there and he's the guy and he's racist, then show it. But you ain't shown it yet. See, DMV and Jay Earn and Pro Black Freddie Mac, they just reach, race. That's all you motherfuckers have to talk about, homie. You don't ever talk about shit else that has any content. You have no real fucking validity with anything other than race, homie. All three of you fucks. But you're here every day, so shout out to you. Here's the thing. Here's the issue I have, Smitty.
Yeah.
This guy has targeted DK when he was in Seattle.
Yeah.
He's targeted him here again in Detroit. As a ticket holder's right, he should be able to say what he wants without being what we're talking about.
Yeah.
As a 15-year, paying the money to sit where he sits, talk all the shit he wants, blah, blah, blah. But he's personally made it a choice to go at DK for whatever reason for so many years now, right?
Yeah.
So Tomlin, knowing that, he's like, hey, dog, fuck that. I'm not going to take his cheese because this motherfucker's a bitch and he keeps coming at my player.
Right.
So as the head coach, I'm defending my player. I'll do the same thing. Once I found out, okay, it wasn't out. Now, if DK lied to Chad and all these other motherfuckers, then I would have to say, hey, dog, why are you making it about this? I'm already going to defend you as my player.
Right.
Because this bitch-made motherfucker's a fuck boy, and he's a bitch-ass fan who that's all he wants to do is get under your skin. You got to understand that. So that's the talk I would have as my player. But then I'm not taking your cheese, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But we're taking it a whole nother way. That's the problem. Like, this is ridiculous. Listen, I'm glad Tomlin's defending his player because his bitch-ass motherfucker is personally going at him every time he shows up. That's the reason why he should defend him. That's what my take on it. That's the only thing I'm saying. And Aaron Rodgers,
right.
Aaron Rodgers, 41 years old, being in the league this long, has probably seen it as well on the other side.
Right.
So he's like, I you know, and listen, he you know how Aaron is. He just bought his O-line fucking little whatever, the little fucking white.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. They white though.
White people shit. You know, the doom buggies.
What did Burrow bought his O-line some weird shit?
Same thing, didn't you?
It was like some fossils or something, wasn't it?
Some
fossils. fossils. Like fossils. Fossils.
So from dinosaurs?
I mean, I don't know which animal, but he gave his O-line. They all got a piece of a fossil. So
yeah, I don't know. Smitty, I let off the show earlier, and I said on there, that Maxx Crosby is what the current athlete should be, yet won't be. So go ahead and lead us into that one before we take a commercial break.
Yes, sir, man. Maxx Crosby has been shut down for the season. He was not happy with this decision at all. He disagreed with the decision and actually left the building after, the coaching staff told him what was going on. They're claiming that it's a knee situation, and I saw a report that he might be getting like knee surgery or something like that. But then a video came out of Crosby clearly sending a message to the Raiders organization by posting videos of him playing basketball and jumping on a trampoline. So I mean, it looks like he's clearly unhappy. He's their franchise player, been that. He's always talking about how he wants to be a Raider for life. But at the same time, man, they just continue to just not improve, continue to make decisions that he disagrees with. And I mean, listen, loyalty can only last for so long when one side isn't holding their weight. So I think this is clearly a message. And he is unhappy, Jason.
So I've dug a little deep into this. I've dug a little bit into it. The first report that he stormed out of the facility and him and Pete Carroll and everybody got into it is lie. That's fake news. It was actually not that way at all. It was a discussion about you being hurt, not going and hurting it further. And Pete said, I know you're upset as well, and you should go home, take the day off. And it was like a hug, dap it up conversation. It wasn't, I left, fuck you, Raiders, Pete Carroll, I want to play, fuck your tanking, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's what I do know for a fact. That does not mean he's not pissed about not playing, though. Like, and goes home and does this. So, like, I mean,
but
every day, 2 days can be true. I mean,
you are right. It's just weird. It's like, why hug and be like, all right, coach, I disagree, but it's all good. Hug, kiss.
Because I think he knows.
And then go home and then do this though. It's weird.
Yeah, well, I think he's telling everybody I want to play. Like, he told them I want to play. So that's not. He didn't say I don't want to play and then leave. And I understand. Right. Yeah. He said no. I can play. I can go. The problem is, he had a chance to be traded. He said he didn't want to. And he wants to be a Raider for life. He got it tattooed on him.
Yeah.
Like, so now you have to listen. I love Maxx. I've known Maxx for a long time now. Now you got to own up and just be that guy. There's no more like, I can't bitch and moan now about it. If that makes sense, you got to just own it up, which he will. Cause I think he got that mentality that he's going to fucking do his thing and own it up and be solid and as a rock. And I think he is. So here's the issue. Now, if the Raiders were to tank, the quote unquote tank, and Maxx is like, nah, fuck that. I want to play my games I signed up to play. Phillip Rivers at 44 yesterday before the game said to the interviewer, we've always said we got 17 of these, regardless if we're in the playoff or not. We're going to make it hard on Jacksonville because this is the games we are supposed to play. This is our contract. This is what we get paid to do.
Yep.
We don't get paid to tank and lay down and let another team just win the game. That's not what NFL or football should be. Any competitive football should ever be.
Yep.
So when 44-year-old says it, and then we got a younger cat like Maxx Crosby who's in his, twilight at 27. What is he now? 8? I don't know. But this is what more players need to be.
Probably 30.
We're too lax on this thing now. And we're like, all right, cool. Thanks a lot, man. I'm to the house. I'm to Cabo. Fam bam. The shit's over. He's like, no, I want to play my fucking last couple games.
All right.
So, like, I think we need more players like Maxx, to be honest, so we can actually fucking play the games you're supposed to play. Fuck this load management era. Like, play. Like, this is why the betting world has fucked over this whole professional sport. Because now the betting thing gets skewed into this. when guys opt out or load manage or get played. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it's all fucked up, man. So I wish more guys were like Maxx and wanted to fucking play their obligated games. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, so that's the problem that I have, homie. I wish there was more like Maxx. So I get it, and I hate that the load manage or this whole fucking tanking shit. I'm tired of the tanking shit, man. Like, I never used to see this, dog. Like, we saw games like the Colts last night play their ass off trying to beat a good Jaguar team who's on a high rolling. Trevor Lawrence playing as well as any quarterback right now in football. The Jags are playing as good as anybody on defense. The Jags are a serious contender along with the Houston Texans and the AFC. I can see both of those guys winning multiple playoff games. It's going to be interesting to see, but I'm tired of the tanking shit.
Yeah,
the Jets, fucking mockery. That was embarrassment. Aaron Glenn should have got fired on the tarmac. That was embarrassment. And that's just like, come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on, dog. Like, that's clearly a team in professional football that we walked out there against New England and just let them just take the ass. Like,
but at least they got blown out against one of the arguably the best teams in the league. The Raiders got blown out, and they ain't playing another shitty team. So it's kind of, it's like, damn, so. If Aaron Glenn get fired on tarmac, then Pete Carroll get fired on tarmac too. Then you be consistent.
Well, not really. Pete Carroll has Super Bowls. There's a huge difference.
He has one Super Bowl, and it was like
there's a huge difference.
It was like Betty was 3 years old when he won. But go ahead.
This guy right here. Can we fact check him? Because I've literally said it. I've literally brought up Maxx Crosby.
You know what's funny? JB never mentioned anything about Maxx Crosby having a podcast. I wonder why.
Well, I have. And I literally said it. Him and Michael Parsons, we had a thumbnail last year, and I talked about everyone podcasting as players. So literally, we had a discussion about it. So shut the fuck up, make me a sandwich.
No, he definitely mentioned it, but he did go harder against Micah. But Micah, it was bigger name, Cowboys,
black.
So yeah, I played a role, but he didn't mention Maxx though. He didn't mention him.
The racist, yeah.
I ain't say racist.
No, Jay Aaron and Proback Willie Mackin, they did. So
it is 7 in the morning though, so we do gotta go pay some bills. It's 7 in the morning, so we gotta pay some bills real quick. So go ahead and go pour your coffee. I'm gonna take a piss, do some push-ups, and then when we come back, man. I'm back on my push-ups and rope. I can tell, man. You looking better, man. You looking better. Keep working. I'm back on my cardio treadmill and Stairmaster.
I just started this morning though. You can tell.
Let's both have results. Like we should have a show going.
My shit tight right now.
I want to
usually your face right here.
Yeah.
Is like right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I can tell.
So it's up now. I'm upper pec. So now it's tighter. So you moved up.
So I want to lose 25 pounds by February 1st. I want you to gain 10 pounds of muscle by February 1st. Let's do that on the show.
I don't want to gain. I don't want to gain at all. Publicist, pair. Can you make this shirt and flip it? I don't like that Smitty's on top of me. Can we flip the white? I want the white up top.
Because if we ever got in a fight,
all right, thanks.
I would probably choke the shit out of you. Like, that's how I would win the fight. It would be in that position, pause, but I would put you in a full head. Jason, are you listening? Jason. We'll be back in 5.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
I'm not gonna call this BPS because I haven't seen the video yet, but I see the description, and I heard you guys behind the scenes doing a production meeting.
I'm going after Warner Brothers now. I'm adding Warner Brothers to this suit.
And we're gonna show this video. I don't know what we're gonna call this, y'all. Yeah,
Can we add Warner Brothers? Can I add Warner Brothers to the suit now? Huh?
Man, show this video. This Michigan State player, and I want to let's see what's going on.
I'm just sitting back, enjoying my night. You feel me?
Shit.
Blowing down this good gas. And I come across some bullshit on my page. Fam, what in the fuck is this? Why is this nigga hitting splits? Why is this nigga laughing and allowing this shit? Is this nigga a recruit? Who is this nigga? He was number 99, so Cud gotta play DN. Shit, look like that what he taking. D in the end. Cuz, look at these pictures. Look at bruh face. He's serious too, cuz. That nigga is not playing. That shit is not a joke to this nigga. That nigga got his leg all the way up on this motherfucking Why is you this flexible? And why are they sitting here posing? And what is going on? Who is this? I am David Stone Jr. My boy. Oh, they gotta be old. David Stone Jr. played in Oklahoma or something. He fine, but my boy, I ain't gonna lie. This shit is not it, my boy. Pop standing there like this shit okay. He standing here like this shit okay, my boy. This is not okay. Stop hitting these fucking splits, weirdo. The fuck is this? Oh, I see it. I just don't get it, bro. Now he with a bunch of goofy ass linemen. He's flexible.
What's this one, homie? Hell no.
Oh, y'all fucking suck because of shit like this. Hey, hold on. I think they just fired their coach too. Hold on. They did just fire Buddy. About 2 days ago, I would have fired your ass too. Hell nah. Ain't no way I'm showing this shit to recruits. Fuck y'all got going on in Michigan State, bro.
Hold on. What's this one, though?
God, turn this shit off, homie. That's the pose you do that you show on your stool when you about to get your AE. You lean back and you do this exact same
homie, hold up, homie. Hold up.
Girls eat your ass all the time.
Hold up, homie. This one right here, though, might fucking fuck with me, though.
It might?
This one fucks with me a little bit.
The whole damn slate should fuck with you, homie.
I mean, this one and then this one is just, this one's sick. Like, this.
What's worse, though?
That one is ridiculous.
But, homie, he said, why dude behind him? Shit. Why the dude behind him posing allowing this is what he said. Like, why he allowing
Why the daddy sitting there?
The daddy like this, like
smiling.
Like it's
smiling.
a picture or something.
Homie.
The daddy gotta be disappointed, but like he just can't say it.
Look at that.
Weird shit, homie.
Motherfucker's like literally forward leaning though.
You know what? I'm thinking about this. This has to be AI. Or like Photoshop. There's no, I'm telling you, no, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell that a real football player on the team is doing this. There's no way. Go ahead, Jason.
First of all, ESPN's crew, if you haven't watched them lately, they do this now.
No, they don't. They raise their hands?
On my mama. On my mama, homie. Stephen A. Smith did it the other day. Fucking Swagoo did it the other day.
With Stephen A. I had to interview Stephen A. off camera yesterday fucking day.
Huh?
I was with Stephen A. fucking yesterday or 2 days ago in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ask him?
Not about this. I was working for some other shit. It was money.
Did you ask them if they still are shit?
I didn't get a chance to.
But anyway,
Yeah. We back. Y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe, become a member today. 2 more hours of greatness. We got 9 guests about to start joining us here in the next 15 minutes. So buckle up and get ready.
Many?
8 to 9 guests.
Sounded like, man, I appreciate everyone hitting me up over the week off for the holidays, missing the show. I thought about, I don't know how Smitty feels. I haven't asked him, so I just asked him live. That's what we do. We don't meet ever. I was going to say, we don't do production or any fucking real things. Here's the thing I wanted to ask. If we're going to become huge, this conglomerate that we're going to become,
yep.
We're doing a live show January 10th at Legends in Belmont Shore.
I can't wait.
So make sure you guys tap in. We'll be live as well on here, but we'll be live in a bar and restaurant. Smitty, if we're going to be this huge, big time, take over ESPN, Fox, who fired you, everybody like that.
Laid me off.
You got fired. What happened is we need to probably start doing it like Christmas, everything.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like if we got really like big and it paid, like we're taking over. Like ESPN is on Christmas Day, so I was thinking since
the backup crew was on there, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We get a backup crew too that does our show. See, I started this 5 years ago. I was the first one to think about it, and now I've seen multiple people take my ideas. So what happened was 5 years ago, I took and put Matt on my thing. I took Zach Smith and put him on. I took a lot of these guys and I put them on my channel.
Yeah.
And they actually did my show, their show from my channel as like kind of like a branch off.
Yeah.
We could do that. Get some young and upcomers, get some guys that are, big influencer, whatever.
Yeah.
Get them on the show. And then they do like a betting segment during that time, or they do whatever. See what I'm saying?
There's a lot we can do. I mean, you had the idea of having multiple podcasts on our channel, and I think that's smart because it'll help expedite the growth of it. It's a win-win for them because they probably don't have that big of a following on their pages yet. So it helps their visibility grow faster, and then it'll ultimately be more money for you and I. So I'm with it for sure. Don't laugh. But yeah, the backup crew, they've been doing that for years though. I mean, I was at Fox for a long time, and you have it be times with like Marcel's and them like, hey dog, I'm out. It's what it is. And they'll just bring in like all of our like guests that usually come on, and they'll lead the whole thing or whatever. So you can do that for sure. It's all about balance. I'm a hustler.
I don't like balance. The word balance out of a man's voice or mouth.
I'm just at a point in my life when I've explained it to you.
Balance seems like a real feminine word to me.
I understand that, and I would have thought that in my immature days.
I hate hearing that word. Like a female is like, JB, you need to balance. You need to be more balanced. And I almost threw over it, but because I don't like to hear that word. And balance to me always reminds me of a salad.
Really?
Yeah, and I hate to hear. I don't like salad. Like I like salads, but like it's gay. It's gay when you tell me as a grown man, like, oh, I just want a salad.
I don't know though. Like, have you ever been to Mendocino Farms though?
Yeah,
they got the greatest salads.
Oh yeah, Mendocino Farms. I've been there since I was a little kid. But here's the thing though.
Great lunch, great salad.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but you don't tell nobody about it.
Oh, okay.
You eat your salad, but you don't tell nobody about it.
So you eat it in secret.
I make prime rib. I got cowboy steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna go eat a salad, go do it on the side. But I don't have greenery or water.
You know what? Now you mention it, I've been knowing you for about 4 years now. I've never seen you eat a vegetable ever.
Yeah, I might be dying inside, but I don't eat vegetables and water.
I have seen you eat fruit though.
Yeah, fruit. I do fruit because that's for the women. But yeah.
So hold on. So fruit is straight, but eating vegetables is hey may they.
Not vegetables, but leafy salads.
Okay.
Because you hear salad and it's like, you're not a salad. Yeah.
And then the word balance. So don't use the word balance no more.
Fucking balance, homie. The balance word, homie.
I just use that word because like my whole life, everything I've done, I've always been known as like the hardest worker. Seriously, when I was a little kid, like in school, all my teams, I was never the most gifted. But I was always the hardest worker, and I would become one of the better players, better whatever, because I worked so hard. So I'm at a point now where, that's more of your audience, as you can see with the message.
You don't know that no more.
I do, because the message said, "Good morning, Jason. You're looking good as always." ... Good morning to you too, Smitty. That's kind of how it was.
What?
No, I was reading the message.
Wait, can you read it again?
Yeah, it was in
your voice.
It said, "Good morning, Jason. You're looking good as always." ... And good morning to you too, Smitty. Like I didn't get the compliment, which I'm okay with. I'm just saying that's more of your target market.
Why the voice changed at the end?
That's just how that's how she typed it. Because like she made the mention very clear that it was two separate statements. It was "Good morning, JB. You're looking good as always." Good morning to you too, Smitty. Like, damn, like fuck me, then. Like, don't say nothing to me, then.
I mean, she could be a white mom, though.
She is a white mom for sure.
Well, then we got beef.
But white moms, contrary to your belief, they actually like when you disrespect them. It turns them on.
It does. That shit like wet right now.
Yeah, it's like a weird like phenomenon, but it's a real thing.
She said racist shit, Smitty.
I ain't say nothing about racist. I'm saying that I'm not your type, which is fine.
She might be though. You don't know.
She don't like brothers.
You don't know that
in that way. Not in her, like she got black friends. She don't like brothers in terms of like
So you're doing exactly what Ocho Cinco did, and
No. I didn't call it racist. I'm saying we all have a type. I like shorter girls, thick, butt, titties, chocolate. Like what? You like tall, real thick women. You don't care about the color. As long as they got a fat ass, small titty. Like that's how you are, huh?
I don't like small titties, but anyway.
Well, like you don't like small titties, but you ain't tripping. Like as long as they got the big old ass, you cool.
I mean, that's
like you love a big old ass,
hips, light legs. You know, yeah,
tall.
Yeah. Can we do our top 5, bottom 5 real quick, Bailey, since we're waiting on Steve Kim?
We can't do it because we got one moment.
Huh?
You got give him a moment, you know?
Oh, no, I'm asking, can we?
He said we can't do it, but you got to give Bailey, give him.
Oh, he does it anyway. It's all right. Yeah, we'll wait. Caleb choked, though. But I want to ask you this. Was there a bigger choke job than the fucking Steelers?
Man, I don't know, man. That was a bad loss.
Even without DK. Listen, I get the Cleveland Brown plays people hard, but they just lost to fucking Tennessee. They just lost to fucking they're horrible. There's no way you can lose to that particular team with Shaduki at quarterback, who played his worst of a. I've never seen a cat play that bad. He's horrific.
Well, chill out on that.
Well, he is horrible. And if you continue to think Shaduki's good, then you guys are just all fucking deluded.
You said you've never seen a quarterback play that bad as yesterday.
No, he's bad. Oh,
come on now.
I saw some shit yesterday, like holy fuck. But anyway, we'll do our top 5, bottom 5 later. We got our main man on a Monday before he gets on a flight, Smitty, and heads out to watch his Miami Hurricanes.
Ooh,
Smitty, if they win,
we're
gonna go out with Pat Perez at Fiesta Bowl in Arizona and watch Miami play.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you get free tickets, yeah, for sure.
Not you. I'm just taking Steve. I'm gonna get in my car and drive him.
I'm so tired of this show, man.
What happened?
I'm so tired of this show. Like you continue to say, if we keep going, we gotta work on Christmas, we gotta work on Thanksgiving, but then I don't get none of the perks. I don't get the money. I don't get to go to the Rams game. I don't get to go to the Fiesta Bowl. It is what it is. But keep working hard, Smitty. In my whole life, keep working.
You're like the young guy. Yeah, you'll get there.
I'm not though.
I love that. You'll get there. That's perfect. Yeah,
I'm dinner at 40 now.
You just turned 30, but
damn near. It's time for kid and shit. So like I gotta change life.
Why do you do Tyreek Hill though?
That's why you have a kid, homie. It's not a stork.
Well, anyway, we got our main man, Korean Cosell, the knower of all things, the encyclopedia co-host of Fearless with Jason Whitlock and the 3 Knockdown Rule, Mario Lopez, our main man, Steve Kim, on a Monday.
Steve! Ooh, look at the hurricane. Look at that. That's clean, Steve.
Now, let me explain this. This is a little tight. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little tight, but this is actually an original starter.
I can tell.
From the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
like
Urban Boy.
Sports Fan USA.
Urban
It was
Boy.
still called the Montebello Town Center. Now, back in like 2017, when Miami went all the way up to number 2, that magical run where they're getting lucky every game, they made a new one. A little bit different. There was the ibis in the back, but now this is a real deal. Like this thing, boys, we've been through some games. Original starter logo right there. Look at that. Oh,
that's
man.
Impressive. How did you keep it in great condition like that?
Well, you got to be careful with it. I want to be buried in this. When I pass from this heavenly place and go up there to the big Sebastian the Ibis in the sky, I will be wearing this. But here's the thing. First of all, you got to be careful with it. And you got to be able to nice, dry, wet rag, just like really, really subtle but firm. And then in the 80s, there were 3 iconic starter jackets. 3. The Georgetown blue, the dark blue.
Yep.
Obviously, the Raiders.
Come on now.
This one. I thought the Cowboys were one. I thought the Cowboys had one too.
The Cowboys were more Apex. When Jimmy came by,
they were Apex.
Took over.
They were Apex. Yeah, they were Apex. But
so, yeah, this is kind of tight, but it still fits, though. It still fits. Got can't really raise my arm that much, but it's good.
You've been in that weight room, Steve. That's all it is.
Joe Cord had a good point. The Kings had an iconic one. LA Kings.
Yeah, when they changed colors in '88 with Wayne Gretzky.
The hockey team, yeah.
Yes,
when we were in the precipice of gangbanging, LA Kings starter jacket was, you knew, and out in the street, all right, this motherfucker.
The ironic thing was, the hockey starter jacket of the Kings was made famous by a bunch of black guys, NWA. They're the ones that really blew it up.
NWA blew up the Kings, white sport. Shout out.
We take over whatever we touch, but let's keep this thing going, man. Steve, man, so excited to have you here on the Monday. We said, JB?
Huh? Nah, we were hockey. But anyway.
Guys, let's not talk Fiesta Bowl. One game at a time. Nothing is guaranteed. One game at a time.
That was JB who brought that up. I don't know why he brought that up.
Steve, right out the gate, breaking news, Anthony Joshua in a car accident. Yeah. What's going on there? You heard anything?
Well, tragically, someone passed.
Two.
And he got away with minor injuries as a passenger. I don't have any more details other than what is on Twitter.
Damn.
And I think he should count his blessings. That's all I can really say. Wow.
Man, unbelievable. The car was bad. So that's crazy. Was that for do you know why he was over there? Or
well, he has Nigerian roots.
You got family over there. Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Was he there to do an event or just go home?
It could be a bit of both. He visits there, I don't want to say regularly, but it's not the first time he's been in that country. I think his parents were both Nigerian. So there is a tie.
Damn, fucked up. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. I thought, man, shout out to the two that passed. Steve, let's get right into brass tacks. Michigan man, they have found their man. We're gonna have Eric Weddle, who's got some inside information on this later on in the last hour of the show today. So he'll break this down. But what's your thought initially on this hire?
Michigan got themselves a man. Maybe not a Michigan man, but they got themselves a serious elite football coach who's going to bring stability, seriousness, and he's going to bring them back to where they want to be, not just in terms of wins and losses, but how they do it, how they comport themselves. I love the fact as soon as he got hired, guys, everyone checked his Instagram account.
No.
All the women he followed were basically his wife and daughters. Right off the bat, they're like, Kyle, you're good, bro. Coach, you're exactly the type of man we are looking for.
Yeah.
And the most important recruiting job it looks like he's done early on is that Bryce Underwood seems to be aboard. And I think they're going to bring Jason Beck in. So you got your quarterback. You got to get to work. And it looks like they've kept most of their recruiting class. It doesn't look like they're going through heavy attrition with the roster, so the retention rate's going to be high. Could Michigan have gone from 180 to another? I mean, you went from a guy in Shaun Moore and Coach JB, you brought this up about 2 weeks ago. Shaun Moore on the open market, even without the scandals, how many major programs would say, yeah, we'll take that guy? If Kyle Whittingham was on the open market, there'd be about 50 programs waiting to hire this guy. So I think Michigan did an absolute grand slam here.
The thing that stuck out to me, 2 weeks ago when the Shaun Moore thing happened, I said, hey, listen, you either hire expeditiously and hire a guy now to save the roster and the transfer portal from Exodus, or you wait it out and you hire the guy for the next 10 years. I think that's the path they took, but I also don't know if this is a 10-year guy anymore. So I honestly think, and from what I've been told by some people I know, that this is just a stopgap hire as well.
But JB, what if he gives you a great 4 to 5 years though, and leaves you?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it's going to be. But I don't think he's the 10-year long-term guy. I mean, how long was Harbaugh there? 8
or 9. But keep this in mind. When you look at Kyle Whittingham physically and the way he looks like a young 66. Like Pete Carroll always looked younger than his age because of his energy.
Yeah.
Kyle Whittingham he kind of alluded to it. Like, hey, I'm now at a program where I could actually win a national title.
There's there's like 3 things that stick out with this hire to me, guys.
Yeah.
Number one is the manner that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody got feathers ruffled. Nobody left and lied. Nobody said this and did this. Nobody told guys during a playoff run, I'm leaving, et cetera, et cetera. Michigan didn't try to go poach a guy like everyone, alluded to, and DeBoer from a playoff team, blah, blah, blah. They waited it out as well. And it seems like that was the perfect part of this, the match of it. Number one. Number two, there's no way that he just resigns at Utah in the way that he did and gets a Michigan job like this unless something was behind the curtains being done. And number one, you have to want to leave Utah, though, which he's been for the last 25 years, which is a kind of an eye-opener to me. I'm interested to hear what Weddle has to say. We've talked privately, of course, but something else went there. I have two former players on the staff at Utah that played for me. Reggie Dunn's one of my guys, played for me at Compton. Coached him in high school as well at Bourbon Day with the Key Mares. Two NFL guys played at Utah for Kyle. And Weddle knows him well, obviously.
JB, do you think he was restless, or do you think he was pushed out, or a combination of both?
I've been told that he was basically like, fuck you. So
based on that interview he had, that pressure, like that after he had left, I don't know. To me, he made a comment along the lines of like, I want to be somewhere where where I'm like wanted, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So to me, that made it feel like there might have been a little bit of tension behind closed doors.
Smitty, you don't leave a place you've been that long where you've been poached literally by everybody. But by the way, Michigan tried to get him 10 years ago. And Washington tried to get him, and USC tried to get him, and UCLA tried to get him, and I even heard Alabama tried to get him. So during all this time, he's been poached by a lot of people. Like Steve said, he could have went to 50 places, I'm sure. West Virginia and all these other places, I'm sure would have took him with no issue. He said no.
Right.
Why now? If there's not a reason to leave and go take a job right away. If he were going to walk off into the sunset at 66, Smitty, and did what he did at Utah and he had a great career, nobody's going to question it.
Right.
But now you immediately take a job, and that's a fucking shit sandwich to Utah. That's a bad. That's a bad.
10-2. They had a good year. I mean, he left them in a very good place.
Right.
And unlike Rich Rod, I remember when Michigan hired him, Rich Rod just was not embraced because he was a Michigan guy. He was outside the circle, and they never bought in to his spread offense. They didn't think that was Michigan. Here, Michigan is in a circumstance like, hey, we need someone stable. We need someone competent and respected. And they're like, you're one of us. Lead us. We're following way behind you on this.
And I got another thing, Smitty. I want to make sure. Dirk, shut the fuck up, bitch. Put dick in your fucking throat. Here's what I want to say real quick. God damn. Let me say, Smitty. Let me.
I'm going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let me break this down.
Moving on amicably.
Moving on amicably. Let me ask you something.
Respectfully.
Let me ask you this though. Like the hire is one thing. The manner that he left is another. We'll talk about that as we go. But Smitty, I got to be honest. I don't know if this is the splash hire that they probably thought they were. This is no way in shape or form the 66-year-old guy that's who Michigan was going to try to go get. So? I don't think so.
This is a good ass hire though, man. I kind of with Steve.
It's a great hire for right now. We broke down who's available. There's nobody, and of course, it's a great hire. But I'm saying I don't believe this was Michigan's fucking splash hire they wanted. They wanted to go younger, in my opinion, not older.
But younger does not mean better,
right?
Trust me. I agree. I'm not saying that.
Michigan ended up with a top 10 coach.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't know how you can complain. And he's willing to it. The fact that he changed his offense for what he had ran for years, because his coordinator was Ludwig, and he just felt like it got a little stale. Then he brings in Eric Dampierre, brings in his coordinator, Jason Beck. And that shows me that even at age 66, Kyle Whittingham has the ability to evolve and adapt.
But
if I'm a Michigan fan, I am very grateful that he was available.
To the point, though, of what you made, Steven, that's the last thing I wanted to bring up, Smitty, and get Smitty's take on this, because Smitty's younger and understands this. You got me fucked up if you're going to go through my Instagram and if you want to hire me and tell me who the fuck. We've set a bad precedent, in my opinion, with the Shaun Moore thing and who he follows. Now we got to look at every coach who we follow. If I got hired, you're going to see naked pussy everywhere. You better fucking accept it, motherfucker, because you know what, Smitty? I think we're setting a bad precedent. I don't believe these motherfuckers. Number one, the administrators and all these other fucks that have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. They just give you the money and they think that you're supposed to be this certain way. By the way, you think young kids know who the fuck Kyle Whittingham is? No, they don't. They want the bitches on Instagram. These young kids, it's called recruiting, Smitty. I need to have a recruiting presence on my Instagram. And I need to have a fucking recruiting presence. And by that, I got to be relatable to young players, Smitty. And guess what? My Instagram's fucking bitches everywhere. And you better, I'm not going in and deleting them, motherfuckers. So you hire me for who it is, because I'm going to go get the best players in America. Fuck all what I do. As long as I don't do anything that's going to violate decorum, fuck what I follow. We set a bad precedent with that, because now we're going to check everybody's fucking Instagram.
I agree. That's why third check got him a young one for the recruiting purposes.
Guys, here's the difference, though. Shaun Moore's problem was not just the DMs. I mean, I don't know if he was a great closer or not in that regard. However, he was a married man who had infidelities with someone inside the building. None of this comes out if that doesn't happen. So Uncle Kimster is going to give all you young coaches some advice to help you move up the ladder professionally in this fine job of that searches of yours. Just get a burner account. Oh,
Smitty did a viral video about it. We did a viral video about Smitty. I mean, I gave him the names of the broads that I wanted him to follow and bring over to the office.
It's real simple.
Here's the problem. You know what I've heard? We're going to get Lauren on. We got to get Lauren on soon, because here's the issue. I've talked to some lawyers of mine. Shaun Moore has a lawsuit here. I'm just going to be honest. And there's a freedom of press act, by the way, that people don't want to talk about. There's a reason why you can't sue newspapers and media outlets like so easily, because they are protected by freedom of press. And that is a legitimate thing. You can't just go in a motherfucker's DMs and expose them publicly and use them in court of law. Unless there's some sort of murder.
Aren't the OnlyFans models, aren't they the ones exposing it on
No, that's fine. That's my point. You could share them. You could share them. All I'm saying is they're not admissible in a firing, even with the firing at a state institution like Michigan, if there's no wrongdoing. He didn't give. What did he do? Did he R-word someone in the DM? No. What did he do illegally in a DM other than be horny? Please tell me.
That's not a crime.
That is fucking right. It's not a crime. Fucking right. It's not a crime, and that's what I'm saying. We're setting we're setting a bad precedent. You cheated. Infidelity. Whoa. It's not a crime, by the way.
I saw one of the women that he was DMing. That's that Michigan fan.
Light skin one.
I gotta be honest, Shaun. I don't blame you. I see it. Say it.
You saw that light skin one, ain't you? That light skin. I know you're
Michigan.
There's two things.
Hail to Michigan.
There's two things going on. I think we're setting a bad precedent. There's two things going on. He got the wrong one pregnant. An NFL executive, 35-year executive. He got mad that she got pregnant. He called Michigan and spilt the beans. And Michigan said, "All right, he's a violation of decorum." Fired, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the DMs. The DM side has now crucified this man from ever getting a job again, though, on the public persona side. That's the problem that I'm telling you. We're setting ourselves up for fucking a bad president now in hiring and going forward. What you do personally, by the way, if you work at Alabama and on your Twitter account said anything I say on social media has no direct correlation or affect my workspace job, you could say that legally and get away with on Twitter saying certain things. Just telling you.
And again, I don't know what his contract says. I don't know what the Michigan bylaws are in terms of that university. Aren't there regulations and rules against inter-office relationships, though?
No, that's
But
what
hold on. The girl, she still got her job though. Last time I checked.
Well, that's another thing. I'm like, what in the world? It's like she needs to get out of there.
That don't make sense. So
listen. Marcellus got a little insight. He kind of broke it down too. The girl got the job because she played the same game she played with Shaun Moore. Give me more money, I'll fucking expose you. Guess what she's doing right now to the university? Give me more, keep my job, or I'm gonna expose you.
And you know what, KB? You're right. Because she is now going to be officially a white mom. Good job. Good timing, Bailey. Good job on that.
Hey, I think we're setting a bad precedent, dog. What you do personally, I don't give a fuck how many DM. I don't give a fuck if it has nothing to do with your fucking coaching. If he would have beat Ohio State, they would not have done anything. I truly believe it in my heart. That's why this is bullshit. Like, that's my part of this. And now we're going to look into all these people's DMs and pass. So, some guy in the chat, well, your DMs show your character. No, you don't. So Art Briles got a fucking job, you sorry dumb fuck. You know what he did? He led the biggest pedo ring ever in Baylor history, motherfucker, and he got a high school job. Is that not character? Shut the fuck up. Get off your high horse, you fucking weirdos.
To JB's point, though, if this is the route we going to take, it's about to be a ton of coaches going to lose their job then. That's the case. Because a lot of coaches are in the DM talking to chicks.
What?
Like give it every coach probably.
What about Lanestein files?
How about Hugh Freeze?
How about Chip Kelly?
What?
Oh, well, anyway. I know certain things about her and him and a girl named Erin Andrews. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna move this thing on amicably.
What?
Yeah.
So speaking of Lane Kiffin, though, Lane Kiffin, he left the Texas Bowl shortly after his appearance on ESPN and didn't stay for LSU's entire game. You got the video right here. You can check it out. Catch them walk out. You know, the internet's, kind of giving their opinion on it. On him not staying and so I guess supporting the team the whole time, but want to get Steve's take on this. Do you have a problem at all with him leaving or?
Well, that Lane staying in character. Well, first of all, though, JB, can we give Willie putting on the Fritz credit? What a great second year. Hell of a job, man.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Because this is a real question that I had when this hire at Michigan happened. If you waited this long, why didn't you hire Willie Fritz?
Hello.
If you're going to hire a 66-year-old, why didn't Willie Fritz get a job? I'm just saying, why Arkansas didn't go get Willie Fritz? Why didn't one of these other jobs go get Willie Fritz? If Michigan is a top 3 job, as everybody on fucking ESPN and all the media said it is, why did Willie not get a job?
I'm Uncle Willie's son.
Like, why has Willie Fritz not got a job? Willie Fritz has more wins than anyone else coaching right now. With Nick Saban gone, Belichick's not a college coach. I'm talking college coach. Willie Fritz has over 250 wins. Why does he not get a job?
Yeah. Watching Houston a few times this year, they have some NFL prospects. Koziel, the tight end. Brown, their defensive tackle. And they have a white running back / fullback, Dean Connor, who can really run. They actually have some guys that I like for the next level. As for LSU, I mean, this could be Lane saying, look, there's nothing on the field that I'm really interested in.
Damn.
I'm going to go portal heavy. The team you see on this night is not the team you're going to see in spring ball. Maybe he's just being more honest about it. But I did find it strange, Smitty, that he just up and left.
He ain't bringing back Kenzel Kelly. He's not going he ain't going to play little Brian Kelly's son. And little Kenzel.
No, well, he did senior day. I don't think he has any more eligibility.
See, you never know these days, Steve.
Hey, by the way, Smitty, real quick, I want to address this guy.
Please
This show has been terrible. Whatever. Anyway, broken English. Listen. No, we say shit that no one else says. That's why you can't resonate with it because you're a fucking nobody. You're a bottom feeder that watches ESPN with bald bitches talking about football. So guess what? When we talk about real shit, you don't like it. So it's different. So that's why it's horrible to you because you're a fucking nobody. So go watch the bald bitch on ESPN and talk about football, okay?
Jason, stop. Just disrespect him without bringing up other people into the fun conversation. She didn't do nothing to you or to us.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I gotta get better.
Just him.
I gotta be better. You're right.
Thank you. Anyway,
can I get my take on Lane?
Please do.
Please.
It means nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's not his team, so I don't give a fuck. I would do the same thing. It's not my team. I'm literally gonna gut your whole roster. So why would I want to stay around other guys that I'm not gonna have?
Some of those players I would assume we gonna have to bring back.
Well, you're not gonna.
No, I'm sure he will. But what go ahead, Steve.
I mean,
yeah,
you are going to probably get a new quarterback. I don't know if Van Buren's the quarterback of the future or even the present. But this attrition and stuff, guys. You see what's going on at Florida State?
Yeah,
it is escape from Tallahassee. They are losing players.
What about James Madison? James Madison lost their entire offense. James Madison lost their entire offense. Yeah. The one-time portal thing is going to be a crippler or an enabler. There's only one thing it's going to do. Right now, it seems like it's going to be mass exodus. And I got something I want to read to you. Perfect segue real quick before we move on. Because I sent a video to Bailey. Can you cut that and clip it down, Bailey, for the show real quick? I want to talk about that with Lane, going back to Lane. But I want to read this to you real quick, Smitty and Steve.
Yep.
Take a listen to this real quick because I did a little research. NCAA transfer portal statistics. I wanted to talk about this just because of this new rule. 30% of D2 student athletes who enter the portal find a new program. 30. Okay. Of that 30%, just 33% move up to the Division I level. Okay. While 60% remain Division II. These figures apply to first-time transfers only. Allowing unlimited transfers without restrictions hinders many of these players and makes timely graduation far more difficult. To Steve Kim's point for the last couple years, the one-time transfer exception often referenced was once the standard rule, and it worked effectively. Stop playing. Yeah. That's why Smitty and Steve bring it up. I know that's why you guys bring it up. But listen, I've coached at these levels. We got to get fucking control back, because I'm just telling you right now, we may have adapted and all this old shit, and my good friend Ed O'Bannon is the one that kind of got the NIL Pandora's box open. But this new normal, they're also risking losing the whole fucking thing. We're risking this whole thing. This is not.
O'Bannon only wanted to get paid as his name, image, and likeness was used.
Yes, right. For the game, for the video game.
A little different. I mean, people want to blame him. Oh, he did not. He actually wanted to enforce true NIL. What is going on now is just pay for play. JB, Saturday night was the birthday party for the great Phil Trainee.
I know. I can make
ex-Bruins were out there all talking.
Oh, damn.
These are the guys that played in the 80s and 90s. Sam Iano, Willig, the family was out there. Very nice people. James Washington was out there, said hello to him. And they're all telling you, like, this is out of control. And these are players. These are guys that went through the process. And one of them said, Steve, this whole notion that we needed to get paid so much money, he goes, if all you would have given me was a few extra $100, my life would have been completely changed and different.
Yep.
And I'm glad I didn't have the transfer portal, because I don't know what I would have done at age 19, 20. I actually want to see what it's going to be like. I don't say wreckage, but the postpartum messaging or the stories. How do they end up 10 years later? Are there going to be guys who actually made a pretty good amount of money, but they went to 5 schools in 6 years, and then they spent all their money, they didn't save it, and no one's going to feel sorry for them. That is the reality. But I don't understand why they ever got rid of the transfer rule where you sit out a year. No one is saying you can't go to school. But when you have so much anarchy where nobody knows week to week, it's really week to week, what your roster is going to be like, I don't see how that's good for the overall game.
Steve, we just had a kid drafted in the first round in 2023 to the NBA, and he's back at Baylor playing.
That's insane.
This shit is ridiculous. It's out of control. Here's the thing I want to fire back at. Smitty always says, JB, what would we have done at 19 if they threw this money at us? And you just made the point. All those old school guys are saying, I don't know what I would have did, because we don't want to even know. We don't even want to face it. My question is, why are we throwing money at these kids? We're enabling them. We are actually crippling them by throwing the money at. You're throwing away money, Smitty, that you and I and Steve and everybody else has come up with this agreement saying, well, fuck, we're not going to turn that down at 18. We're going to get transformational, generational wealth at 18, 19 that our parents never earned in their lives. We can do and change their lives tomorrow.
Yeah.
No. So the problem I have is the people offering this money up is the fucking problem, because we've lost touch with our ground root, our foundation, development, discipline, relationship. We have lost those three things, which is the foundation of college athletics. That's
Coach,
the problem I have.
JB, I think look, we came into this thing with absolutely no guardrails. In my view, once you take money in the form of an NIL through a collective, I mean, I don't want to say technically, but you are in theory now a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, you are an employee. Now, whether you're going to collect
business. It's a business.
The bargaining process of going through benefits and all this other stuff, that remains to be seen. However, here's the problem. Once a player takes money, I'd like to know, what are the actual binding agreement? Does he have to stay all the way to the bowl game and participate?
Right.
Does he have? Because one thing that blew the players away, I was talking to one of the older players. I said, do you know nowadays players can come up to a coaching staff and say, hey, guys, I want to have a meeting with you. And they're like, yeah, what's up, son? Coach, I've only played in 3 games. I'm like, yeah, but you're moving up the depth chart. Yeah, I think I'm just going to redshirt. I think I'm going to preserve my year of eligibility.
3 games, 8.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you play.
It's the 4-game rule, I think. Yeah,
it's a 4-game playing rule. And this guy was like, what? And players are actually doing – that guy was blown away. And this is a guy that played major division. He played – you know who he is. He's like, you got to be kidding me. Like, it was so foreign to him. But my point is, I wonder if there should be a rule. But again, and everyone would have to follow it. And this is the problem, because shame on Baylor for taking that NBA player. I think that you're right, Coach JB. The coaches themselves play into this. They should just blackball that kid and say, you've made money, you're out of here. But my view is, once you take money from a school, a university, an NIL collective, whatever, you should be bound to that school for a set period of time. You shouldn't just have the right to say, okay, guys, I'm good. Thanks. Later.
You remember this guy, Steve. I grew up with him. He's younger than me, but I grew up with his older brother, a good friend of mine, Dave Boston. You guys know, played with James. He was a little older than James Cotton. But James Cotton played at Long Beach State, played at Artesia with us, and he transferred to Bosco. But his little brother, Shea Cotton, was probably one of the best high school players ever to walk. He goes to Alabama after attending Long Beach City Community College after high school. He goes to Alabama, and he's a one and done. He gets an agent. He don't get drafted in the NBA draft. Never played again, Smitty.
Damn.
Never played again, and one of the most phenomenal players we've ever seen and coming out of high school. And Matt Barnes and them did a show about him and talked about him in high school. Like, this guy was the best thing, blah, blah, blah. And he got shut. Why is Shea Cotton not suing the NCAA right now for the fact that he hired an agent and it was amateurism law at that time? Well, guess what? NIL people are going back 20 years and suing. NC State's great miracle team with Jim Valvano sued the NCAA for the name, image, and likeness just last year, the ones that are alive. So why is Shea Cotton and these other guys not getting retribution now when this guy just got drafted in 23 and goes back to college? Shea Cotton should have been able to go back to college, right? See, we've opened up Pandora's box, dog. I'm just telling you, the NCAA did not forward think any of this shit. Now there's going to be so many lawsuits from back to get what these guys are getting right now. And I'm just telling you, watch when Johnny Manziel wins the big one. I'm just telling you, when the fucking jersey sales come out and he's doing all those, they're getting all the receipts, dog. When the fucking, who knows how much money is involved in that? Because he was the #1 ticket seller.
Yeah.
Well, he was true NIL.
Hell yeah.
He basically got suspended for signing autographs because of his popularity. You could sell them. That is true NIL. #2 jerseys in that period at A&M. He could have made his own line of merch, Johnny Football merch with his own logo. That is true NIL.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah. There used to be a time that in the NFL, because we went through this, Miami had a very good linebacker after the 99 or 2000 season. It was Nate Webster. He turned in a fax where he said, I'm going to declare for the draft. Then he changed his mind a day later, but the rule was, now you've already sent in the fax, you're done. And he had to go into the draft. That's how harsh it used to be, this rule.
Sheesh. You can't even change your mind. But Man, definitely some crazy times right now.
Hey,
I do want to get back to the lane.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah. I want to get back to our lane discussion. I know that there's a video here that I wanted. I know JB, you wanted to show everybody. So I don't know what it is.
Well,
check it out.
I want to give you context real quick, man. So Steve was talking about lane, and we're talking about Pandora's box. We now are more as coaches now in this era, in this professional, amateur, fucking whatever we're gonna call this.
Yeah,
we are more. I got to do what you say. I got to take your meeting. I got to bow down to you. I got to cater to these players, these prima donnas who are asking me for money. And this is going to be the result. This video right here, what you're going to see nationwide. Watch this video.
It is kind of weird seeing him in the building in the head coach's office because I'm like, this dude's just my girlfriend's dad. It is kind of weird seeing him in the.
Smitty, his head football coach is his girlfriend's dad. It's not coach. It's not Coach Kiffin. See, this is a macro take. It's not Coach Kiffin. It's not. It's my girlfriend's dad. This is what's happening nationwide, homie. It's the kids have zero fucking respect for any adult figure, and they want. Now, listen, a lot of them do. I'm not going to try to peg everyone. What I'm saying is, though, this is what we've allowed when we threw bags of money at these kids. We've allowed them to think they're equal. They can call you by your first name now. This is a business transaction now. Hey, Steve, thanks a lot. I'm 18 years old. Hey, Steve, thanks a lot. No, I'm Coach Kim. I'm Coach.
How many Georgia players are really going? Hey, Curb, what's going on, old Curb? No, I guarantee you.
No. That. Well, here's the thing. Here's the difference. Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. I doubt you're calling Dabo. I doubt you're calling Day, and I doubt you're calling Kirby, because they have already created the foundation and the culture there because they haven't left. Every other coach that's left that has to take a new job now deals with the full breakdown of the roster, a replacement roster, and now they're in that genre, if that makes sense. Those other guys are already set their shit. You're coming here to play for Coach Smart, Coach Sweeney. Like, I don't know if Dabo left today, I think the reason he don't leave is because he would be fucked. Because you're a guy now that doesn't want to do this, already been vocal about not going in the portal, not doing the things. He's starting to do it, but you know he's really against it. He leaves and takes a job and has to abide by these new rules with these kids running the shit. I think he's a guy that would be ate up and spit out.
I was an athletic director, and I had a meeting with Dabo about a job vacancy. The first thing I'd make clear is, like, Dabo, what is your feelings on the portal? Because I believe at the upper levels, if you do not participate actively, you are putting the program at a competitive disadvantage. That is the truth. I mean, that's like an NFL team saying, we're not going to do anything but just sign our own draft choices. Really, you're never going to do free agency at all?
Right.
That doesn't seem logical.
Yeah.
Well, I want to read you a text from a very prominent coach. JB, answer me this, JB. Who the fuck is interested in watching a couple of Mountain West teams that are 7-5 and 6-6 playing a fucking bowl game? We are handing out participation trophies left and right. This is a problem. Who the fuck is running college football these days? They should be a greeter at Walmart.
But we used to be interested in those games, though.
That's my point, Smitty. That's before, when it was the same people on the roster who wanted to win a bowl game. It's not this no more. These kids are leaving. Oregon's had 4 kids leave, and they're in the fucking semifinals.
Playoffs. Every playoff team's had
someone on. Leave. What are we doing?
Smitty, growing up, and I'm talking a long time ago when I was a kid, right? There used to be about 16 to 18 bowl games, so they mattered. Everybody played. No one sat out. And also the bowl ties, you still had ways where even if you're the third-ranked team, you could find a way to win a national title. I'm not saying it was the perfect system, but that's what we had. I still remember in 1988, Barry Sanders had probably the greatest single season in college football history. He rushed for like 2,400 yards in like 11 games.
Yeah. There
was no question he was going to play in the Holiday Bowl, and they played Wyoming, and he had like 230 yards.
Yeah.
And in fact, Gundy was the quarterback. Hartley Dykes was the receiver. They had a really good team. But there's no doubt, like, okay, now you're going off to the pros. when Christian McCaffrey decided to sit out, it opened the floodgates where even now you could say with Christian, well, that's a first-round draft choice. I get it. Now you have guys who are going to be, let's say, top 100 players saying, I'm just going to sit out. Well, then what's the value of the game at all?
Hey, let me ask you this. So I think in some, like, we can sum it up real simple. Like, the eye in the sky don't lie.
Right.
You need the film. These kids have lost more opportunities to play professional football, whether it's CFL, UFL now, or USFL now, or other avenues, because they sit in a portal during bowl season instead of playing the fucking game and getting film. They rather sit in a portal, and 30% of them move on. That's the fucking number one problem.
If you were a Notre Dame player, would you be upset that you guys did not take that invitation to the Pop?
Fucking right. That's why I kind of blasted Freeman.
But apparently they said the players made they was like a vote or whatever. Apparently,
but see, I macro that because we've allowed them to have a voice. I'm not saying these motherfuckers work in a sweatshop. What I'm saying is you're getting paid a lot of money. I've paid you a lot of money, certain players on this roster, and my obligation as a coach is to coach my team.
Yeah.
I never knew of a fucking person to say, no, we're not going to play in a game, a bowl game. And it would have been a good game, right? It would have been a meaningful fucking game.
Yeah.
Who would they have played? Texas?
Texas probably. It would something like that would have been legit. Yeah.
I mean,
the reality, though, if I'm a football player and I'm not a Jeremiah Love level type of guy, and I know that, hey, that Pop-Tart Bowl is the last football game I'm ever going to play, because it's not like basketball or baseball. There's no weekend beer leagues. Football, a very specialized sport in the sense that, yeah, you can play semi-pro, but really a lot of people, and Smitty, you know this, whether it's a high school or college, there's a finality to football that's like any other sport. It's just so unique. You can play golf forever, you can bowl forever, right? If I'm a fifth-year senior and I know, man, I got a Wall Street job lined up, but this is my last chance to line up with my brothers, and you take it away from me and all the experience, I'd be a little upset. But here's also the reality, and I'm not a hypocrite about this. If Miami didn't get named to the playoffs, I know for a fact, I assume Carson Beck wouldn't have been playing in the bowl game. Reuben Bain wouldn't have been playing. Malwin Noah. That's the reality.
The problem, the reason this exists though, is again, to Smitty's point, we've offered the money. So the kids now they think they're on the same playing field as a grown ass 50-year-old man, and they can address them a certain type of way. We can accept money, take money. We also have allowed them to options, playing or not. See, if there was no option given, we play the bowl games. We play the games that you're getting paid to play now. And be honest, it's not even scholarship dollars no more. Financial aid, Smitty. You're getting paid. You're a fucking employee.
And to Steve's point, which he's been making for years, is that's why I agree with Steve. There needs to be like actual contracts. I think like binding contracts, like. And 2 years, you have to play every game. You're healthy. Like, it has to be legit.
You want to sit out the bowl game? Fine. That's a $20% rebate. Nice knowing you. That's it. We're going to have to look. The whole problem with the current system, in my view, is you're trying to be half pregnant.
Yeah.
But you can't be. Either you are or you're not. We need to admit this is professional football. Not NFL, but it is still professional football. And with that comes professional obligations and responsibility on both sides.
Steve, are you out of here for Whitlock?
I got to get out of here at the top of the hour. Yes.
All right. For 5 minutes, let's bring Matt in. Matt doesn't have a lot of time. Let's bring Matt in. Owner operator 60 Academy. Matt, good to see you on a Monday.
Matt.
Days. Hey, Matt, we got a topic for you real quick to jump right into this. Go ahead, Smitty. We got a Mike Vrabel topic and some other things for you real quick. But I got to ask you, this whole tanking shit and the Maxx Crosby Raiders thing, kudos to Max. I love that he wants to play. But you know the business better than I do. So does Shaun King. You played 8 years. Like, where are you at with this? Is there a heart side to you, and is there a business side to you? And are they pulling at each other, or are you one side or the other?
Well, look, I know Maxx, and I know that Maxx did not want to get shut down, and he fought against this hard, and I don't think he is going to go out and say he's not hurt, but this is his way of saying to the Raiders, I'm not hurt. I should be playing. Look, I don't know what everybody's tanking for. Who's the first pick?
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's my point.
Like, there's no one to tank for.
Yeah, like who the fuck? Pavia? Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, dog. Mendoza's a great college player, but the number one pick to the Raiders? No. I think that, look, if the Raiders are smart, they do everything in their power to keep Maxx Crosby happy and try and build around him. There's one instance here with the Raiders that I can really remember in the last 5 years, 6 years, other than when the Gruden got screwed over, because he should still be the coach there and the Raiders should be a good football team. Rich Pakashi, that's his name, right? Pakashi. Okay. He took that team after a huge scandal in the media, which was obviously blown up by the fucking, left liberal pussy media. And Gruden was the fall guy. He took that team to the playoffs, and they were a bad call away with Joe Burrow stepping out of bounds from beating Cincinnati, who ended up going to the Super Bowl. And since that moment, this team has had like 4 different head coaches and God knows how many offensive coordinators, and Tom Brady's an owner, and they're getting rid of everybody, and their draft is awful. The Henry Ruggs thing didn't help. I just think that this whole situation in Vegas, they got to be careful with this, because this is why I wanted the Chargers to move to Vegas and the Raiders to move to LA. Because the Raiders can still be shitty in LA and everybody will go support them because they're the Raiders in LA. The Raiders in Vegas, no one gives a shit. Everybody's just flying in there to see the other team. The Chargers are a gimmicky team anyway, so that would make sense in Vegas. Like, it's like Disneyland shit. So, look, the Raiders are in a bad spot. I don't have a problem with Crosby shooting hoops. I think Crosby is in the right here. He did not want to get shut down. He wanted to play. I guarantee you there was some bonus money in there probably, even though he's making $180 million money. And also, he's the only one on the team that calls anybody out. He plays his balls off. When he's on the field, his guys play harder. The Raiders are like the Jets. They have no talent. Like, there's no one on the team that's worth a shit in comparison to the next guy. There's good players, yes, but they are awful together, and the coaching is terrible. And, man, the Raider situation is a bad one for sure. I'll tell you this. If they want to get rid of Maxx Crosby, I know there's about 31 other teams that would pick up the phone.
But he turned it down, Matt. He turned that down, Steve. I
love that. I love that he wants to be a Raider for life.
Let's go real quick because Steve has to jump after this.
Yeah, I want to make this point. I think they're a ways away from being a bad team. So if you have the number 1 pick and you have Crosby, look, how many foundational pieces do you have? You have Crosby and you have Brock Bowers, right? I would completely blow the whole thing up. And I even think Pete Carroll, I thought Pete was going to bring them respectability and be at least mediocre. I was wrong. I think you got to blow the whole thing up. Got to need a new coach. Got to get a new GM. You got to get a new everything. I would trade Crosby for a package, and I would also dangle that number 1 pickup and realize we are a complete rebuild. That's what I would do. But anyway, guys, I got to get going.
I'll see you later. All right, Steve.
All right, Steve. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Matt, I want to dive into the Jets real quick. Like, yesterday's game to me was a complete disservice to what the NFL is supposed to be.
Damn.
Like, that's how I looked at it. Well,
it was awful, bro.
That, to me, that's not a team or a coach team that says we're going to compete our balls off regardless of what our current situation is. Similar to the Raiders, I'm trying to figure out where you are with this, because at the same time, I said Aaron Glenn's horrible. I think he's a mockery of a head coach, and I've seen this team play.
Yeah, he's pretty shitty.
And I listen, if you're going to fire Mayo after 1 year in New England, I don't understand why everyone's so up in arms when I say fire Aaron Glenn after 1 year. I don't get it. the Patriots found Vrabel. They're pretty good. I think it worked out. Guess what? There's guys out there that the Jets can probably say, you know what? This ain't the guy. We got to do what the fucking Patriots just did. So I don't know, dog. Listen, you can say give them another year, blah, all this shit.
Well, I'm not saying that. Look,
I'm just saying in general, like
the last like 3-4 or whatever coaches haven't been the guy. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? Like the Jets have been down for so long.
But Salah's team was fucking pretty competitive, homie. Like this right here.
Salah's teams were look, Salah's teams were bad, but I didn't see them just outright quit. And maybe look, it's been so bad for so long. Like right. we're at the gym this morning, and one of my clients, one of my guys, Waylon Day, is a big guard over at Grandview, and his pops is a huge Jet fan. He just walked in today, and we just looked at each other, and it's like, fuck, dude, this is awful. Like they've been bad for so long that it all runs together. Like I'm starting to forget who the coaches were, and like it makes me yearn for the days of Ryan Fitzpatrick, for God's sakes. And I'm not talking shit about Fitzy, just like I would. Fuck, man, at least we were competitive and we played hard. That was a quit yesterday. The whole team quit. No one looked like they wanted to be on the field from opening snap to the end. The Patriots could have put 80 points on them. Vrabel was out there up 35-3, saying, fuck them. We're going to go score on them again. Right there. Fuck the Jets. You know, and so he believes in the rivalry. Look, I'm just going to say this right now. And I know I've already brought John Gruden's name up once. But if you're the Raiders and you don't seriously consider bringing him back in, you're dumb. And if you're the Jets and he's just out there, or you're the Bucks and you're going to fire Bowles, like, it's time for John Gruden to get back in the league. He's too good of a coach. He's too good of a motivator. Everybody loves him in the NFL. Barstool has shown a different side of him that a lot of the fucking pussies out there that would have a problem with this probably can get behind. I guarantee you both think he should be back in the league coaching, right? No, Fuck sure. Yeah. Fuck yeah. So that's a quality Super Bowl winning head coach that knows how to develop quarterbacks and is going to get the most out of his roster and build it correctly. If I'm the Jets and he's just sitting out there, I would fire Aaron Glenn tomorrow, and I would give him a 5 or 6 year deal and then back the fuck off. The problem with the Jets is very similar to the problem with the Raiders. Woody Johnson thinks he knows what he's talking about. You don't know shit. All you know how to do is fucking vacuum wrap goddamn Johnson & Johnson baby oil and ship it straight to Diddy's house. That's about the only thing you're good at. So that cat he's too involved. He needs to back off. So
direct order.
100%, like on fucking speed dial. Hit 9 and we'll ship you another fucking crate of baby oil. You sick fuck.
Take that.
But look, it seems like, these days in the NFL, if you're in the bottom part of the league, you're never going to get out of it. Like, if there's 17 games, it's absolute hell. You're just getting killed every week. But then, I know we're going to talk about this in a second. Then you look up and a team like the Bears, who had the first pick 2 years ago, just won the division. And all of a sudden, Jacksonville's pulled out of the shitter. And their number 1 pick quarterback is playing his ass off and looks really good. And, there's kind of a teams coming up out of nowhere and teams falling off. So it's the natural rotation of the NFL. I know we're going to talk about Caleb Williams, but I'm pretty impressed with that kid right now. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not.
Let me ask you this.
Thank you for being honest, Matt.
Let me ask you this. That's a whole loaded question that I would have, but I want to move to this. Where are you at with offensive head coaches versus defensive head coaches in this current landscape that you just referred to? Because I have an interesting take. So we get defensive head coaches. We hire them with these young QBs who we are also saying, man, they're bringing 44-year-old Phillip Rivers back. Quarterback position is bad if that's the case, right? We're all saying that. And I've been saying that for some years. But the offensive head coaches, Duval, even the Bryce Young experiment has gotten better with Canales.
They're a playing game, homie.
They're playing game. Yeah. You got other than Vrabel and May everybody else that's offensive minded and Ben Johnson taking Caleb Williams and taking him under center and teaching him NFL quarterback play in totality matters. You can say what you want. If you had a defensive coach, look at Eberflus with Caleb Williams. See what I'm saying? My point is, like, you in today's athletic freak of nature quarterback that we have and who I think we failed, you got to get the right guy, and it's probably an offensive guy if we look across the league. Trevor Lawrence's maturation. Caleb Williams' maturation. Bo Nix and Peyton. Look at the guys. You look at defensive guys. Pete Carroll struggling with Geno right now. Aaron Glenn in New York. We could go around the defensive.
I would say Sean McDermott is struggling in Buffalo.
I would say the same thing. I was going to get to that guy. I'm just saying, unless you have a loaded roster and you're great up front on both O-line and D-line like a Sirianni Philly, there ain't too many of those floating around. They're mostly offensive guys that are getting either Vrabel said, hey, to Matt's point, he's a horrible fucking head coach, but guess what? He's a top 3 offensive guy. So I'm going to bring in Josh McDaniel again, and I'm going to be hands-on CEO.
Right? Like
Vrabel's the CEO. He's a CEO, right? Yeah. I'm special teams, defense, managing the roster, managing the team. Other than that, dog.
Y'all think McDermott is struggling in Buffalo?
Look, I know that they're winning and they're in the playoffs again. I wonder what the offense and Josh Allen would look like. He's super Josh. He's got to do everything by himself, bro.
And you can't miss that. You can't miss that throw yesterday for that 2-pointer.
Look, and he's missing it because he's got to do everything, and too much pressure's on him, and he's overthinking shit, and it'll be the reason they lose. I'm saying you put Josh Allen with fucking Ben Johnson or Kyle Shanahan, holy God in fucking heaven, bro. Sean Payton, John Gruden. I think McDermott's a great coach, but I think he's taken them as far as he can take them. Look. I'll shut up after this, but Coach knows this. Okay, Sean McDermott, when he wants to solve a problem offensively, has to ask somebody to solve that problem. When Sean Payton or McDermott or Gruden or Shanahan or any of these other guys that we're talking about want to solve a problem offensively, they just go to their office and fucking shut the door and solve the problem because they're in charge. So I would say I would only hire an offensive-minded head coach moving forward because he's got to work with my quarterback, who is the most important position on the field. It's not even close. I think Vrabel's different because Vrabel played a ton both ways, all on top of being a legend in New England and a 3-time Super Bowl winner, and also hiring McDaniels, who's been like the offensive coordinator there for fucking ever. And regardless how you feel about Josh McDaniels as an offensive coordinator, he's maybe one of the best OCs ever. He's just a terrible head coach. So, you got to know what you're good at. So
you either hire an offensive guy to be the head guy. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. So you either hire an offensive guy to be the head guy, or you hire a badass OC who can basically.
Well, again, the Vrabel thing is so unique because he was such a good player there, and he's got so much history. Like, if you're just hiring a defensive-minded head coach, like Bulls at Tampa Bay last year with Liam Cohen, it worked. This year, the new guy and injuries, it didn't. And he's a defensive-minded head coach, and he can't do anything to pull them out of the hole because the defense is playing catch-up because the offense sucks this year. So it's right. But at the same time, like the Cincinnati thing is that's an offensive-minded guy, but they can't play defense. So it's a very
line of Texas about. So it's I don't know.
I want to full circle this. So DeMeco Ryan as a defensive guy, guess what he has though? A fucking legit defense. They're the best defense in football.
And he also played there and was a great player for 10 years. I know that may sound consequential to the people in the chat, but Vrabel being a 3-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots and being in the fucking Ring of Fame, it means something with him as the head coach. He's got a different aura and a different kind of like ability to be the boss. Same DeMeco Ryans wasn't that kind of player, but he was a 10-year all Pro Bowl bad motherfucker. He's not. I don't know if he's going in the Ring of Fame as a player, but I bet you if he keeps doing what he's doing as a coach, he will.
Here's my point, Matt. Here's my point. I want to compare DeMeco versus McDermott. The problem is DeMeco, what he's done playoff win-wise in the 3 years he's been the head coach, you can say it's more impressive than what McDermott's done as the defensive head coach in Buffalo with a guy like Josh Allen. Here's
McDermott is definitely under.
Here's why I say that, Smitty. You're a defensive head coach, Smitty.
Yeah.
To DeMeco's point, okay, CJ's hitting struggling, and I was at the game Saturday against the Chargers. I saw it live. You can say, okay, CJ hasn't developed and he's a defensive head coach. Here's my point. His defense is fucking legit, though. McDermott has one of the worst fucking defenses in football. And you have Josh Allen. You're a defensive-minded head guy. But so you failed with Joe Brady, or you failed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No, it makes sense.
You got to be legit. If you're going to be a defensive-minded head coach with a Josh Allen, you better be fucking legit on defense. They're the worst run defense in football. Yeah, how are you the worst run defense in football? You're a head coach on defense. So that's my
the best run offense and the worst run defense.
And that's my issue with the McDermott. If you're going to be that guy, cool. We've seen Rex Ryan do it. We've seen Belichick do it. We've seen Pete Carroll do it and win Super Bowl. Trust me, defensive-minded head coach, I have no problem with. But you better fucking do it right on the other side. And right now, McDermott hasn't. And right now, DeMeco Ryans 2-0 versus fucking Harbaugh, homie.
I'm glad you brought up Harbaugh because I'm going to tip my cap here a little bit. I didn't think Harbaugh would change. I thought he would just kind of say, look, we're going to do the same thing we do, and we're going to make sure that Henry's like healthy. Derrick Henry's not going to play forever. Okay, he plays running back. He's already played longer than anybody expected.
I was talking about Jim and Chargers, but go ahead.
Well, that's true too. But he's still the Texans. The Texans, I bet you the Ravens don't want to see Houston coming to fucking the big crap cake this year when they mop up Pittsburgh. So what I watched Harbaugh do the other night is like almost a waving a flag to the rest of the coaches. Like, look, when your back's against the wall, you got to lean on your guys. 36 carries for over 2 and 4 tutties. Like, honestly, looking at that, if I'm a player on that team, this is the kind of shit where the 9-7 Giants go on a fucking run and win the Super Bowl, dog.
Ding, ding, ding.
They just figure shit out. And like Baltimore walking in, they're going to get a home game. If they get the Chargers, because the Chargers are going to lose and they're not going to play Harbaugh. The Chargers are not winning that fucking game, the Harbaugh Bowl Part 2, with a banged up fucking Justin Herbert, in my opinion, and no tackles. And with Baltimore playing well. And then look, if you're telling me this is going to be like the ride Derrick Henry to the Super Bowl year, you give that guy the ball 35 times a game, he goes for 200 yards a game.
Why? And this is it. And I'm interested.
Why didn't they do this all year? What the fuck?
Well, I know why. Because they didn't have Lamar Jackson.
He was fumbling.
Lamar Jackson is a conflict. I'm just telling you, homie. Keep it real. You can say I'm a hater all you want. You can say I'm a hater all I want.
Because Lamar's been out, he's playing better. He played awesome last year with Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. What I'm saying is right now, this year, this team didn't focus on Derrick Henry. They focused on trying to blend the two, using a banged up kind of Lamar Jackson and trying to use his feet when his feet aren't what they used to be. And then you try to take away carries from a guy in read option and mesh and RPO when you should have just been fucking getting under center, handing that bitch to him like this for the last 6 weeks.
We say that, but the man still, I think, is third in the league in rushing with over 1,600 rushing yards, 16 rushing touchdowns.
Well,
I get it. I get that. But what I'm saying is, Matt, before you get out of here, Matt, what I'm saying is, it's funny that you telling me that on defense, I have a quarterback in Tyler Huntley where I know he's not going to beat me, and I don't load the fucking box to stop Derrick Henry, and I run 36 fucking times down my throat, and I don't have an answer. Are you shitting me?
Well, I mean, that game, it was like, our cats is better than your cats. We're more good. Like, you know, we're going to beat us.
They've been that way then for the last 6 weeks, right? Why didn't they do it?
Every week, you might not be able to just do that, though, because sometimes you play against some other dogs who like,
I think Baltimore's going to absolutely shit stomp the Steelers, bro. The Steelers have.
That was the worst loss of the season.
That was the worst loss out of every game in the entire season. Yes, I agree. Like
Matt,
watching that.
I know you got to go. I know you got to get out of here soon. We got Wedo and Shaun King in here. You got to leave.
I got 5 minutes, man.
All right, let's bring in our other two guys. We got E-Dub Monday, Super Bowl champ, and Super Bowl champ Shaun King joining us. E-Dub's in the car, so I want to get to him right away. E-Dub, Shaun, what up?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, people?
What's going on, boys?
Happy
Monday.
Happy Monday.
Hey, I'm loving your energy. Are you leaving the gym or are you headed to the gym?
I'm actually heading up to Orange County. Gage has got some training this morning. Then I'm heading to Vegas to watch my Utes for a couple of days. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. I got a few thoughts that I've been listening to the show all morning that I want to get out. The Raiders have not been the same since they screwed Rich Bisaccia, who should have been the head coach, led them to the playoffs. So F the Raiders for doing my guy like that. Okay. Second, Niners, if there's not a more impressive team and coaching job than what the Niners have done this year, tip my hat to them. An offense is playing better than anyone. They will not win the Super Bowl because their defense is horrendous. Okay, I'll say that. The second thing, Baltimore, if you give the ball to Derrick Henry 25 times or more, you will win the division and host the playoff game. So let's go Baltimore. Huge win. Green Bay fumbled that. Really a terrible loss for Green Bay. And the fact that the Carolina Panthers and Tampa Bay win and you're in with those records and then playing awful football the latter half of this season, holy smokes. Okay? And then, we're going to get into the Utes, Michigan, awesome. The future is bright for Utah. The future is bright for Michigan getting out of that circus and having a guy doing all that weird stuff behind closed doors. They're going to get actual leader of men over there. And watch out. I love my Utes. Michigan's going to be back before you know it. But I'm all about the Utes. Good luck to Coach Witt. But, hey, I'm Utes or nothing. So that was just a few things on my mind. I know we're going to get into a bunch of stuff. But, man, great weekend of football outside of these bowl games. Shout out to BYU coming back. That was a competitive game where most of the players played and the coaches showed that they're going to go out there and compete. So mad respect to those guys, Georgia Tech and Kalani. Who knows if he's going to have a coaching staff in the next couple of days. But, hey, when you're good, people are going to want your coaches.
That was one hell of an intro, JB. That was one of the best, just Weddle immediate takes that we've ever had in show history. Matt, wasn't that amazing?
Shout out to Weddle.
That was good. And the beard.
The beard was bearded.
Always looking good. Feeling good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to rap. I'm ready to talk. Let's be great.
Let's hear Shaun King's shitty intro now. Go.
All right, Shaun, you go ahead. Beat that.
Hey, Weddle, man, when you get to Vegas, man, come through, dog. We got to hang out, baby.
For sure. I'm coming this afternoon, so I'll hit you up. We got to definitely link up.
All right, Shaun, you go.
I only got one take from the weekend.
I knew it. Shitty, go.
The Texans may have to move to Davis Mills. If this version of CJ Stroud,
man, I'm with you.
I mean, they may have to move to Davis Mills. I mean, they got a Super Bowl caliber team.
They got the best.
Dude, I mean, outside of those two beautiful touchdown throws by blown coverages by the Chargers, he was atrocious for 3 quarters.
But you got to go with your guy, though.
No, he's not going to get benched. But we're just saying you're not going to win. You're not going to win playing that style of football. You got to be at least same thing with the Eagles. You got a championship defense. All we're asking is to be competent at quarterback. Not even good. Just be competent. Make some throws when we need them and don't turn the ball over.
0 yards in the second half by Jalen Hurts. If I'm not, it was a 0 or was it 1 yard?
It was 0. They didn't have a
zero completion.
Y'all were talking about offensive versus defensive head coaches.
Yeah.
To me, this is where the offensive head coach has an advantage. He's more likely to have the experience to talk to or create the energy the starting quarterback needs when he's struggling or not playing well to get him to play better than a defensive guy who probably just going to leave him alone. Because
that's what Matt said, kind of, yeah.
I would leak to the whatever the big paper is in Houston. Texans contemplating moving to Davis Mills. See, I would leak that. just so CJ, I gotta get under CJ's skin a little bit. Like I gotta make him a little uncomfortable because I think it'll help him play better. Like sometimes you gotta play tricks with these guys.
Hey, Shaun, I was at the game on the field and Saturday, and Shaun, when you see, you're watching it live and you're on the field, I'm looking at CJ's eyes and I'm looking at his feet. They're not married up at all. Like his feet are here, Matt, and he's trying to throw a ball backside, and his feet are over here, and it's like he's all over the place. And to Shaun's point, I said Davis Mills was their best option, 5 weeks ago. Here's the issue. My issue is this. He needs Tank Dells. He needs a Mechie type. He needs a slot guy. Davis Mills don't. That's the difference in my opinion. But go ahead, Matt, before you get out of here.
Look, I think Houston's defense is nasty. Yeah. I like their running game. I think their offensive line is good, not great. That it's all on Stroud. If Stroud plays well, they've got a Super Bowl caliber defensive team that can lock people down. He's got just go score 24 points and you're probably going to win. That said, it looks like they're going on the road and they're probably going to be the 6th seed. So that puts them against divisional game where they go to Jacksonville to play in the first round. That's 3rd time in a year that they've split. That's going to be a damn war. So look, man, this year in the playoffs, it's a lot of young cats that have got a lot to prove. And, even Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, if Lamar gets in and Josh Allen is already in, but if they can figure that out, Mahomes isn't in the dance anymore. The Chiefs are gone. You got a bunch of young guys in front of you. There's no excuses for Buffalo. There's no excuses for Baltimore, regardless of record, especially Baltimore if they get a home game. That team scares the shit out of me. If they're going to play like they did on Saturday night, the rest of the playoffs, holy shit, hold on to your ass. So, yeah, I think Stroud, and just like Lawrence, and just like Bo Nix, and just like Drake May, and just like damn near every, the Chargers and Justin Herbert and his fucking left hand. It's all, if those quarterbacks play well, the teams are probably going to win. If they go out and shit on themselves, those teams are going to lose, and it's going to be because of the quarterback.
Before you leave, Matt, because I know earlier you mentioned this before you Weddle and Shaun jumped in. You brought up Caleb Williams and you said how impressed you were of him. I just want to give you a chance to kind of talk about what you're liking from him, what you're seeing, etc.
Well, shit, man. I mean, the first guy in Bears history to go over 4,000 yards. I know his completions percentage isn't great, and he's got to work on a bunch of shit, but he's a competitor, and the Bears always, and this is true, the Bears are in every game because of this kid. He went toe-to-toe last night with the Niners, and the Niners defense is bad. But again, the excuses on why he's being successful are now being thrown up there, which makes me know that he's actually being successful. So regardless of what he's doing off the field, it's working. And Chicago's got a chance to, do some shit in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. And it looks like they've got a quarterback for the first time in a long time. And we'll see. I love the head coach. I think that it's just a good mix between the two. And this kid's going to just get better and better and better. And, I saw the model he's dating. Shit, that ain't gay. I'll tell you that. Holy fuck. Oh.
That's a front.
I think we all can admit though that we were wrong.
Not gay.
Because we were all of us on here, all the people who were saying they should have kept Justin Fields. Why'd they do all this? I think in hindsight, we can all admit that we were wrong.
Well, he needs 270 yards to hit 4,000, by the way. He's
he
not
hasn't
there.
gotten it yet? Well, that sucks.
No, he's not there. He's got to get 270. I doubt he does. And let me ask you a question, though, Matt.
A question just when you're done.
Hey, let me ask you a question. If the Bears were struggling, though, would you have the same?
No, what kind of stupid ass question is that? If the fucking Bears were they were 4-13 rather than 13-4, would I feel the same?
If my dick was a vagina, I wouldn't be a man.
No, that's my point, though. That's my point, though. See, you guys are macro in this.
That was a weird.
Oh, macro.
The guy is horrific. The guy is fucking horrific through 3 quarters every game. And then they got the second leading
fucking good last night for the whole game
in the 4th quarter.
Bullshit. You didn't watch the game last night.
I actually watched this game more than any game. So
well, then okay, so you saw the same thing I saw.
Yes, I saw 13 of 23, 121 yards through 3 quarters. Yes, I did. I saw that. I don't know why you guys you guys are drowned by them winning the games more than losing them.
They didn't win though.
Swift and the running game there in Chicago is top 2 in the league. Are they not? Yes.
Again, what's your point? The quarterback doesn't have anything to do with that.
Ben Johnson's coach of the year. Yes. Go ahead, Shaun.
First of all, that might be the dumbest shit you said in all 25, and that's saying a lot.
Well, we're going to 26, so go ahead.
We're not 26 yet. We always criticize guys for not doing a good job with the quarterback. I wanted to publicly say, not just Ben Johnson, but JT Barrett, the old Ohio State coach, is the quarterback coach in Chicago. Like, he deserves a lot of credit because Caleb is still an unfinished product, but he's light years more composed and throws the ball in rhythm on a more consistent basis this year than he ever has in the past, whether it be a rookie year in Chicago or USC or Oklahoma. So give JT Barrett some credit. He's doing a good job with that kid.
That's what we want to see. I don't want to see all these kids fail. I want to see them go into the league and fucking tear it up, man. It's better when everybody's got a guy under center. There's nothing worse than having a football team and then you don't have a quarterback. It's fucking terrible.
Real quick before Matt, you leave real quick. I want to give a shout out to Quincy Avery. Quincy Avery is single-handedly fucked up the NFL quarterback room. He's destroyed CJ Stroud. He's destroyed Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Deshaun Watson, and Justin Fields. So I want to give a shout out to Quincy Avery for fucking up all those great NFL quarterbacks. Go ahead, Matt.
Quincy Avery play at Georgia.
What?
Quincy Avery, the NFL quarterback guy?
No, that's Quincy Carter.
Quincy Carter, thank you, Shaun. My bad.
Yeah, Quincy Avery's a fucking D2 wideout that for some reason got rubbing tugs with Deshaun Watson and became an NFL fucking guru quarterback coach. So anyway, Matt, we'll see you next week after the first.
All right then, Matt.
See you, Matt.
What's a rubbing tub, dog? What's that?
Anyway, E-Dub, let's get into your Utah Utes.
Coach Whittingham is with Michigan.
Michigan man. Is this a bittersweet?
Yeah, I mean, did I ever think he'd be coaching again? No, but that's life in the big city, man. Trades, cuts, retirements, coaches on the move, players on the move. So I think, listen, he stepped down. I think he felt it was time. I think the university felt it was time. Coach Scally is the man that's going to take over, and we're pumped for that. But hey, when a top 5 job comes open and they seek you out, and you still have a desire to coach, why not? I mean, it's awesome. If I'm being honest, I'm ecstatic for both because I know the type of man he is and the type of leader. And Michigan Michigan doesn't deserve him. If I'm being honest, the way that program is and the way it's been ran, they don't deserve a guy to go in there and clean it up and get it back to the way Michigan should be. So, but they got him, and watch out because he's going to have that thing rolling. And I mean, look, they're a 9-3 team with horrible coaching and all that other, not horrible coaching because, I know a lot of coaches on that staff, Wink, and that I'm close with. So I'm just maybe the leadership or the head coach for that matter. But yeah. And credit to the players keeping their head down, and it seems like they're going to retain some or most of the players that they want, and they're going to get an influx of players. But I'm happy. I'm pumped. I'm excited for where our program is going to go with new leadership, and Michigan should be good.
E-Dub, another man you know very well, Urban Meyer's come out, and as hard as it took for him to endorse Michigan, he kind of basically said, listen, Michigan got a hell of a guy now. Obviously, endorsing Witt to take over Utah when he left to go to Florida. But where you at with Urban kind of saying, man, Michigan, I don't know if you could hire a better guy than what Michigan got.
Well, I mean, Coach Meyer knows what Coach Witt's all about. He's a no BS. He's going to tell you straight to your face what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you need to improve on. And when he says, like, it's a family, it's culture, like, that's what he is. That's what he's about. And it's always about the players and the players buying in. When you have the top 5 to 10 leaders on your team buying into what he is selling and how real he is and the expectations, and the whole team's going to follow suit. So, you ask NCAA, you ask the top 25 coaches, people in the media, the type of coach that they're getting, he's one of the best coaches in the country.
Man, if we got a video real quick while he's talking about that, Urban addressing it. Take a look.
All right.
I mean, this Kyle Whittingham thing, he called me one day and he says, hey, what do you think? And I said, are you kidding me? You stepped down at Utah, and then we started talking about the Wolverines. And my comment was, and Dave, I think you know this, that yes, there's a rivalry, there's hatred, but there's never you name someone that respects that school more than me, and I'd probably argue with you. I have so much respect. Bo Schembechler was a friend, and the reason we worked so hard to beat their ass is because we respected them so much. We worked on them every day of our career. So when Kyle told me that, I said, Kyle, it's a no-brainer. You can win a national title there. It's a hard job. I mean, he's going to be under scrutiny he's never been under before. At Utah. This is a blue blood program. You can get any player you want. You have elite academics. You have some, you got the challenges in recruiting that northern schools have. But here's why the Wolverine Nation should be ecstatic. He's a tough cat. That's a tough dude, man. You're going to see, when Wolverines were Wolverines of old, and like they were a couple years ago, they were a line of scrimmage team that tackled really well, played physical, tough defense, and they controlled the line of scrimmage on offense. And that's what he is.
Basically what he does, what you said, kind of, that's what he's kind of alluding to, taking over a Michigan job. But he is right, though, right? He's going to face some scrutiny that he's never had to deal with at Utah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we get that it's Michigan is Michigan. Like, no one's denying that. But to sit here and say that a coach has done more with less over the course of 20 years, they're out of their minds. So they don't know ball. They don't know how to build a program. They don't know culture. They don't know anything. So to say that this guy's not going to win there and do big things, you don't have a clue. So I know, and the guys that know him and been around him and know the job and the product that he's put out there, now you're going to couple that with Michigan, unlimited resources. You're not going to go into a home having to struggle to get a 3-star fighting over other schools. You go into Michigan in any household, that carries weight. And now you couple with culture and family dynamics and coaching and this, that, and the other, like it's gonna be big, I think.
Hey, Shaun, I just want one more question for Edub real quick. Knowing Witt, how is he going to be able to retain the QB they have right now? Is Witt that personality to keep that cat, or is he going to go and say, I'm going to go get my guys?
Go ahead, Shaun.
So first of all, this is a walk-in self-marketing tool right here. Weddle on a Monday. When is Gage announcing he's going to Michigan? 1, 2.
Gage is funny. He's like no lie, and Gage has got a personality. He's like, hey, that Michigan offer is gonna come real quick.
I
love it.
I would say this, not knowing Whittingham personally, but knowing a lot of people that do, I do think he has a chance to succeed at Michigan, but I have a different reason why.
Tell us why.
In this new college environment where kids are just jumping from school to school, where programs are dependent on the portal. Michigan does seem to be one of those schools that are kind of outside the fray. They seem to still be able to recruit the kids that's got morals, that they can that the retention is going to be high. So I think this is one of those, even though he's going to a bigger platform, it's not the wild, wild west at Michigan as far as player retention goes. Like, I still think they're getting that top quality kid that would go to only like 4 or 5 schools, which fits his character and his culture, in my opinion.
That's a good take. My take is, well, like you got Michigan, in my opinion, and this whole situation that's happening. I don't know if we gotta remember these guys just won a natty 2 years ago. It's not like this place is like fucking chopped liver. Like, I think people are throwing this whole Shaun Moore thing and blowing it up way more than it is. They just won the fucking natty.
They were 9-3 this season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta. It's not. We're not.
No, when I say that, it's just a shenanigans. It's like Michigan has a standard, and your head coach was doing some dumb stuff. Like, I think as a Michigan alum and a booster and all that admin, that like this is a knockout hire for that sense. And then couple it with he's a great coach, and you know he doesn't need to turn around. He doesn't need to start the program from bottom up and rebuild it. No, he just needs to ride the ship of this craziness and put his own flavor on it and get it back to being a proud Michigan. Like that's what I mean by it. This program is a top 5 program in the country. It just needs better leadership.
No doubt.
100%. Well, I do want to kind of switch gears a little bit to talk a little NFL with Shaun. Your Bucks laid an egg against the Miami Dolphins, and now next week is a playoff game. Winner takes all. Winner wins the division. Just want to get your thoughts on your Tampa Bay Bucks. Obviously, laying an egg, and just how they look this kind of second half of the season.
Ass cheeks.
Damn.
Complete ass cheeks. And I hope we lose to the Panthers, because if we don't, we're gonna win the division again. And it's hard to fire a head coach and clean up where we need to be. Cleaned up when you keep winning the division. If we win the division, I think it's like 5 in a row for us. But like maybe the NFL got to put a rule in. You only get an automatic berth for winning your division if you're at least 500.
Hey, E-Dub, to Shaun's point, where are you at with the divisional? How they rank? Would you rather see it 1 through 7?
No. Listen. You win your division. That's the point of playing division games. Those divisions, some are hard. I mean, look at the AFC West. Look at the NFC North. Like those are tough divisions. That listen, you're gonna have a tough row, and like the odds of a 7-9 division winner, like it's happened once or twice in the course of 50 years of football. So let's not. You got to reward your team and the emphasis on winning the division. Just like in college, go win your conference and go play in the conference championship like Georgia did, and being proud of winning the SEC championship. It still means something. That still matters. If not, then what's the point of having a division? Let's just rotate, get rid of the AFC and NFC, and just the top top 14 hit it.
I didn't really want them to change the rule. I just am emotional right now because we've lost 7 of 8. Baker looks like ass cheeks.
I'm with you.
Our pass defense looks like ass cheeks. Like, it's bad. And the irony in it is if you win your division, to make the playoffs, you host the first round playoff game.
No doubt. I know. That's awesome. You know what? Go win your division. Just like
go
ahead.
What's your take on this epic failure of a loss to the Cleveland Browns yesterday by the Steelers when they had everything on the line, everything to lose, and they lose to Shaduki? What's your take on that?
Well, what's crazy is if I was like a real bettor and understood all that and really like strategies, like the last 5 times Pittsburgh late in the season, the last 2 weeks of the season, played a team with 4 wins or less, are 0-5 the last 5 times. So this is a reoccurring theme for whatever reason. And it just goes like, we applaud Mike Tomlin for the job he did last week. And this week, it's like, how is that acceptable? To have your team play the way they did and lose is just crazy.
So why doesn't this fall in Rodgers' lap? Tomlin, the defense.
It falls on everyone. I'm with you. I can get into all that. Like, I'm just saying overall, like there's plenty to blame to go around. Like the defense played plenty well enough. I mean, obviously, you put up 6 points, you don't deserve to win, and you should all be fired for that. With the division on the line, like the division was on the line, guys.
And Baltimore already lost,
and you're resting the final week.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it's a catastrophic loss. Like Shaun said, I fully expect the Ravens to go beat their faces in as long as they run the football, regardless of Lamar plays or not. They need to play great defense, run the ball, go have the offense go through Derrick Henry, and you can maybe do some damage. If you want to sit back there and throw 25, 35 times a game with Lamar or Huntley, you're going to lose because Lamar's not that type of quarterback this year for whatever reason. Injuries, this, that, and the other. Not practicing every week probably doesn't help. Whether he's injured or not or sick or not, it remains to be seen. And that's a whole other story. But if you don't practice, you're not going to play well, especially at the quarterback position. So give the ball to King Henry, and let's go win.
JB, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Will we look back at Phillip Rivers' start in primetime television at the age, 44, and say he changed the narrative around quarterback play? And here's why I say this. This was by far the best weekend the young quarterbacks had collectively. Tyler Shook played really good. Cam Ward played good. Brock Purdy played good. Malik Willis played good. Like, overall, this was the first time I saw a bunch of the young guys actually playing quarterback the right way. How much of that is them watching Rivers? A standalone game, only thing on TV, kind of getting a slight reset on what they were doing and what it really should look like.
The only guy that stands out there is Malik Willis, who's athletic. The other guys are pocket guys. So,
Caleb's athletic. Shook is athletic.
I didn't hear you say Caleb. Yeah, well, I mean,
Purdy decently athletic.
Yeah, but they're not runners first. What I'm saying, they're not going to try to ad-lib with their feet as much as they are with their arm from the pocket. Malik is the only one probably that does that. My take is it doesn't change anything to me. I think that this is going back to what we know football and quarterback play to be. Guys that are good win from the pocket, throw it on time, and they get their playmakers the ball. They don't run around in circles like Kyler Murray and all these other guys and wait around and get sacked and get hurt and get – no, they throw the ball on time. That's what those guys you just mentioned did for the most part. Even Malik Willis, look at his stats when he was from the pocket. He was like 17 to 21 at one point for like 226 or something. So, like, to me, the throwing from the pocket is still the way to win in the NFL. And that's proven over and over and over and over and over. And you've only had a couple anomalies that are guys that are freaks win Super Bowls. And Jalen Hurts did it with his feet.
I'll say this point to JB. Like, you saw 3 or 4 different cases in the Chicago game where you have just horrible misses out of the pocket, or if he, when he retraced and threw that ball in the dirt when he had that shallow coming across against zero coverage, just sit in there and throw it. Just sit in there and throw it. Take the shot. Take the hit instead of retracing. Same thing with Josh Allen. You're rolling left. If you don't center your center of gravity and balance yourself up on that throw, you tend to pull left, just like Tom Brady said. So where's the coaching, the fundamentals, the techniques, and all that other stuff? Like, I think here's another question I'd add to Shaun's, because I do think for quarterbacks in primetime to see how Phillip orchestrated and navigated a real offense where you have total control over the offensive line, to checks, to audibles, to resets. Does the Colts say, hey, a full offseason, get your strength up, you can push the ball down the field? I mean, just think if he could push the ball down the field 5 or 10 more yards. Those are touchdown throws last week. 100%. So do you say Daniel Jones coming off Achilles is going to be tough? Do we give him a full offseason and bridge, like, hey, maybe you start the first half of the year? Do you say that to bring that up to Phil? Because he obviously showed that he could go up against 3 of the best defenses in the league and could have easily won those games.
I like where your head is at, Weddle. I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying right now.
Think? What do you guys think? I mean, am I crazy to say that or what?
You ain't crazy either. You're not crazy.
Shaun, let me ask you this to that piggyback question.
Damn.
The Colts and the Chiefs have to make 2 business decisions in this offseason until their starter comes back, probably after the halfway point of the season next year in Mahomes and Daniel Jones. So where are you at? Does Andy Reid, if he's going to stay and not retire, he's no way, shape, or form going to go with this practice squad player, or he's not going to go with Gunter.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go get Kirk Cousins, Flacco. He's going to get an older head to manage his offense for at least 6-7 weeks. Is he not?
So I think, first of all, you got to ask Rivers, does he want to? Only he knows what he feels like the day after these games.
You feel horrible, probably.
For sure.
So does he want to? And if he does, then I think that's a viable situation. And I'm going to push back a little bit. For that being Chris Oladokun's first start,
it wasn't that bad.
I thought he played pretty darn good. That's a kid I recruited to USF.
So
he started his career as my quarterback. No, I'm not biased.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Baby.
But let me ask you a question. You don't think the kid showed enough in his first start to at least get another start next week and be under consideration for being a bridge guy to Mahomes?
No. He's a practice squad guy.
Yo, cool.
I mean, you have
seriously. With a real take, you got
great kid.
You got to take in consideration.
You put yourself out there for him, Shaun. I respect the the onus, but the guy.
If he would have played bad, I wouldn't have said nothing. But he played good.
But let me say, how much credit do you give Caleb Williams' maturation to Ben Johnson, just as Mahomes to Andy Reid, just as Michael Vick getting a $100 million contract after the arrest and jail time that Andy Reid gave him? Those guys matter now. Those guys to me matter. That's calling those games. Is that guy doing that and anywhere else, Smitty? Does that practice squad guy do this under another head coach? You got to have an offensive minded quarterback guy for that guy to even have the success you think he had the other day. Like, that's not sustainable. Andy Reid knows they ain't gonna get him to the playoffs next year.
Hey, shout out to LaFleur, too, what he's done with Jordan Love and Malik Willis.
Well, he's losing. Yeah. They're bad. They're a bad team.
Malik Willis might be the most impressive out of these young bucks to go in there off of really a week of practice and to have that completion percentage, that ownership, the command. Like, I was really impressed with his performance. Like,
but
he's
kind of like the Sam Darnold. He's kind of like the Sam Darnold guy. Malik was a second-round pick by Tennessee.
I agree.
Terrible situation. Now he's getting another chance. He got
so if Weddle's scenario doesn't pan out, what does Indy do? Because they got to get a veteran too.
I want Malik.
You got to go Anthony Richardson first.
No, you don't.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that, man. What was AR5 was basically 500, 18 and 17 as a starter, and then you basically bench them or injury wise, and you go out, 5 other quarterbacks and you're 500. So
yeah,
did he really get a real shot? Did you coach him up? Did you I mean, I don't think he's a very good quarterback. I think he needs to move to running back. But I'm just saying, like, as a guy that he probably wants to play quarterback, you can't go back there. You got to start new. Yeah, but you can't go get.
He was a top 5 pick.
They should have never drafted him top 5. Should have never drafted him. That was a mistake. They did.
Top 5 running back. Top 5 running back. Top 5 running back.
So if you're Malik Willis, you want to go there.
Is the MVP? Is it locked in? Is it Stafford or is it Drake May now?
It's Drake May. Listen, Drake May. They've beaten one team that's over 500. I'm sorry.
The stats aren't even close.
Giving the MVP.
Your schedule, Weddle. You know that.
I understand that. That's a team game, but I'm not giving the MVP to a quarterback that beat one team that's over 500, where Stafford's beaten 7. So. No,
and the stats aren't even close either. But the road travel.
The Pacers were what? Won 4 games last year?
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Doesn't matter. This is year-to-year business.
Don't talk about last year. MVP right now.
I'm gonna threw 5 touchdowns. Didn't have an incomplete
against a horrible Jets team that should be.
Aaron
Aaron Glenn should be out of there. Like, first of all, again, you guys talked about this earlier. Guys, one and done, and it's not going to look good if it does happen to. I think he should be one and done. No, but that's 4 in a row that they've just gotten their faces kicked in. No, non-competent, not even competing out there. And you're a defensive coach, and you're giving up 40 points a game. That's unacceptable.
We had a guy that took.
And I know Shaun's going to go fight for him. I know. I get all that. But go ahead.
Let Shaun go real quick, JB.
Well, they traded away Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner. So you knew right then they had tanked.
I know, but I don't know. I don't care about that. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. They were losing with Quentin Williams and getting shellacked. So what was he not doing a good enough job?
We got to put some respect on Drake May because I felt like y'all were a little dismissive of a guy first year as a full-time starter, year 2 in the league. He's completed 71% of his passes, 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 8 picks, ran for 4 more. Like, if he doesn't win the MVP, it's not like he shouldn't be legitimately in the conversation.
I'm not, Shaun, you get all defensive over some of your boys. We're not saying that. I'm just saying that I don't think he's over Stafford.
So
that's
you saying
all
I'm a good-ass friend. That's what I appreciate that, dog. Salute, dog.
You understand me, Weddle, and JB like this when we're not in the rooms too now.
Hey, Smitty, we got to cut all the bullshit out. You know what's going on here, right?
Yep. Say it.
Because we had a guy, E-Dub, on this show that goes by Big King, who had the worst take of 25, contrary to his belief that I had the worst take. He said that Aaron Glenn would be 10-7.
Oh, God.
And JB, you're wrong. The Jets are going to be 10-7.
That's not
oh yeah, how's that looking, homie?
How you saying, JB? How you saying, JB?
The Jets are going to be 10-7, and you're going to be looking stupid as hell.
That's all it is.
We were talking about the energy of the post-game speech.
Exactly. That's why I said it's shitty.
I didn't. Yeah. Oh shit! You couldn't win with that team, and I think you're a hell of a coach. You done grew your hair back. You be so goddamn stressed out. Watching a rookie quarterback over there throw the fucking come on, man, cut it out.
Here's the difference. If I did what he's doing, I'd walk in and say, "Fire me." That's how bad he is.
My point is, it just quickly. It's not like everyone knows their team's not very good. Same thing. I would say the same thing about Pete Carroll. I think he should be gone. I'd blow that whole thing up, just like Steve Kim said. Yeah. Bring John Gruden back. Trade Crosby, get a boatload of picks, and rebuild this thing with some real management and coaching and direction. Same thing with the Jets. They're just really. Do you see yourself winning a division championship and a Super Bowl with Aaron Glenn as your coach? If the answer is no, why is he going to continue coaching? Now, I don't know him for anything or anything. So I just know the product that I saw is a reflection of the coach. If you can't get your guys to go compete and fight, that is your job as the coach. You're not a D coordinator. You're not the offense coordinator. Your job is to get your guys to play at a high level week in and week out. Whether you lose or not, I want to see a good product.
Well, Smitty said he had a great, like, they won a game and he was going and they actually lost that game, but he had a viral moment on the sideline, and that should get him another year. So anyway,
JB, you know it should get Pete Carroll another year. He's the only one that understands the actual big picture plan. They now have the number 1 pick in the draft. Man, what the fuck is Stefanski blowing the draft for winning the game?
Yep.
Like the Giants come in there and blow the draft. Even if you're not going to take Mendoza, having the number 1 pick is important because you will get the benefit of trading out of it.
Yeah.
So you believe it's
right, Shaun?
Ain't no difference between 2-15 and 4-13 at the end of the year.
Yep.
They both ass seasons.
So we got former players on here admitting that you were okay with losing on purpose.
I'm not. I don't know what Shaun's saying as a player, but as a coach, he's saying I'm fine with taking it as a coach. But as a player, I'm not saying none of that. So I'm not saying neither.
Hey, Weddle, watch what happens.
Hey, Weddle, you ain't saying shit, huh?
I'm not co-signing with that.
Hey, Weddle. Hey, JB, the Raiders at this point last year, AP thought he was fighting for his job. The Raiders won 2 of their last 4 games and end up picking 6 instead of first. Man, they called that administration. Spy Tech called down Maxx Crosby. You out. You out. Hey, no, we ain't finna blow this thing again. Like at the end of the year.
Here's my take, A-Dub, on Aaron Glenn, though. I watched him as a DC in Detroit, and that defense was so goddamn unsound. And I agree.
I'm not sure how he got the job anyways. But go ahead.
I said this. I'm just telling you. I've been talking about him as a DC. So I'm like, well, guess what? How did he get the head job? Oh, he played there. Blah, blah, blah. So what?
Good
He's
dude.
fucking bad.
Good dude.
Good dude. By the way, to E-Dub's point. The problem I have is they're going to fire him, Shaun. To E-Dub's point, they're going to fire him week 6 next year.
Yeah.
And then you got to redo this all again. You're going to have an interim again, just as they did with Saleh, who they didn't keep. And you're going to do this anyway. To point of E-Dub. Might as well fire him now.
It's either you fire him now or you legit give him the rest of the 4 years and ride it out. Like it's one or the other. And I'm fine if we're committed to seeing this out. I'm all in, right? Let him give him a full chance. But if not, if you don't believe that in your heart of hearts, let's go, man. Get up and get on.
Real quick, because you said something alarming earlier, and I love to check JB.
Alarming.
You said, well, something I agree with. I won't say alarming, but you said that Brock Purdy has been balling. JB said that Purdy looked shitty yesterday.
No. The last 3 games, Purdy's been probably one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. His decisions, his throws, guys, that defense is horrendous. So, and look at the receivers that he has. That you're not sitting here thinking like you got any top 25 receivers on that. You got Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle, which Kittle was out last game. He was out for a half of the other game, and he's still over 8 games. He's got 23 total touchdowns. That hasn't been done in like 20 years. So
Trent got hurt last night. Yeah.
So let's not. I mean, again, I will only say this as I watch. I really focus on quarterbacks and that. When he does get pressure, he gets flustered, and when the first read or second read's not there, he becomes below average. Now, it hasn't happened often over the last couple weeks, but playoff time, is that going to come up and bite him in the butt? It may not, but you do see that when they start heating him up, Chicago.
E-Dub, I already said the prediction. We already clipped it. I've already predicted it. They're one and done.
Let's hear it.
They're one and done.
Definitely not one and done. Well, if it's the Rams playing them in the divisional round, then they will be.
If they beat Seattle, don't they have the #1 seed?
If they beat Seattle, they're home the rest of the damn year. The Super Bowl is at their house, homie.
They're not going to make it because if Shanahan's the head coach, he loses.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Shanahan's a bad motherfucker.
Regular season,
he hasn't won the whole thing yet.
Regular season,
Kyle Shanahan's a bad boy. I'm sorry.
It's been a lot of great head coaching jobs this year, but is Shanahan coaching the year?
Yeah,
he should be. If he wins out, he's got to be. I mean, half their team's been out, and they're gonna sneak in there with the #1 overall seed.
And nobody's been talking about them until now. That's the crazy. It's like they've been the quiet, good ass team.
They have played the top 5 easiest schedule. So let's not get too twisted on that. They've had an easy schedule because they were last year, third to last. So.
They did beat your Rams the first time, though.
Yeah, I mean, but when you're only playing 4 hard teams all year compared to 9. It does make a difference overall, but I'm not going to get into that. I will say this: they win the #1 seed. Watch out if LA wins out. Do they get the 5 seed, or will Seattle get 5 and they get 6? Because that's going to be a huge draw.
If it ended today, the Rams go to Philly.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Even though I think they could win, I'd rather go to Tampa or Carolina, easy victory.
Damn.
Then go to Frisco and beat them, and then maybe host.
Yeah.
The NFC Championship. If we're a 5 seed, just like we did. Yeah. Just like we did in our Super Bowl run.
If that happens, we going to the game. I'm gonna be there with you. We gonna have to go. Me and you.
1,000%.
You can't go.
You be there. Debbie won't be there. Me, you be there.
You can't go.
Nah. Your team don't make the playoffs. You can't participate in the playoffs as a fan.
This my city though.
Like
I'm from that town.
You in Indianapolis?
I've been in LA for almost a decade. I didn't took over the city. And I live in Inglewood.
You're not even allowed for a certain place without me.
Shit, bullshit. I'm in Inglewood.
Anyway,
I walked so far.
E-Dub, I went right by your house yesterday on Prairie. E-Dub, enjoy the OC. I'll be probably down there too. It's supposed to be 73 today on the water. I might have to take the boat out one more time before it rains. So I might go out
rain
there.
for a week straight out here. So
I know.
I hope the battery don't go out.
I know.
Hey, Water, hit me when you touch down.
I will for sure. I'm staying at the Luxor.
Happy New Year. If I don't talk to you,
if I say something, I'm gonna do it because character and my last name matters. Okay.
Oh, you a bad boy. I love Weddle, man.
Yeah.
And I got to put a full press on why Tulane is the right choice.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Don't be that Weddle. Yeah, no. Yeah, he don't want to hear that shit.
E-Dub, Happy New Year. Shaun, Happy New Year. If we don't see you,
y'all.
Shaun, if we may need you tomorrow just to eat up dead space. So
first of all, I'm way more viable and valuable to the fucking show than to eat up dead space.
Take him off screen.
we might need you tomorrow for dead space. So
take him off screen.
Yeah, get him out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, Shaun. We got to end the show the right way, though, Smitty.
The only way.
The only way.
I got pissed.
I got top 5, bottom 5 real quick. Paris, cut this
right now.
Bottom of the barrel on top of the world. Let's get it going, Smitty. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you head on over there. Top performer, Derrick Henry. We already know because Lamar didn't play. That's why. What?
But nah, hey, give me a sound effect real quick, baby. The doom. Give me something real quick. This is bullshit. I'll cut you off right now. You talk all this shit the whole show about how bad Brock Purdy has been and how shitty he was yesterday, just for you to bring up your top 5 list and put him at number 2 as a top performer? Chat. Come on, chat. I know y'all love JB, but make it make sense.
Well, hold on. Doesn't that show that I'm a real one?
No, it says you're a liar.
No, it doesn't. I'm a real one. I said he's going to be one and done. He's a bus rider at the end of the day, and their coach is a choke artist in the playoffs. So guess what? But did he play well yesterday? Yeah. I got him number 2. The Seahawks going to Carolina to win a game. They had to win to host the Niners and play for it all. Big win, regardless of what you want to say about the Panthers. Seahawks got it done. The Texans, I watched them in person. They shut down the Chargers without even CJ playing well. He threw 2 touchdowns, though, and that was enough. And then Tyler Shook. Tyler Shook is the rookie of the year. It's not close. But what do I know when I said he is the best in this fucking rookie class? But what do I know? Bottom 5, Smitty, the Raiders, the Steelers, the Jets, the Bucks, and Josh Allen. You guys were fucking horrific. Josh Allen, you had a chance to win it all. And I should put McDermott with you because you should have just kicked it. You're at home. The rule is kick it and go into overtime at home. You go for 2 on the road.
But listen, every coach knows their team, though. And he probably read his team like they fucking fucked up, tired. Let's just end it right now.
That's a shitty way to go. You could have played New England for the fucking thing.
But the play was it was there. Like,
yeah, it was. That's why I got Josh Allen for missing that throw. But I said I should have put McDermott on there / because I would have kicked it. E-Dub said, what's Shaun's number? Okay, so I'll send it to him. So there's my bottom 5. The Steelers easily could be 1, but I put the Raiders at 1 because of the Maxx Crosby thing. And the tanking and the bullshit and the Pete Carroll's just made me kind of ashamed in that whole scenario. The Jets are just it's a laugh. It's a laughable. And the Bucks, I told you about Baker Mayfield, but what do I know? So there's my top of the world, bottom of the barrel, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, Smitty. Anything you would like to change on that?
I mean, I wouldn't change anything. I just want you to be honest on this show. I want you to stop being a master manipulator. I want you to stop lying to people. And I want you to be honest, bro. Like, just be honest. Like, this is a live show. We have things recorded. It's on tape. We can go back to the first hour and hear you say that he was shitty and he didn't look good last night and blah, 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 blah. Like you said it. But then you manipulate me. You try to, but I'm too smart. You try to manipulate the chat and Meg, son, you didn't say what you said. So don't say Purdy is shitty and then put him number 2 performer. It don't make sense. So other than that,
it actually makes perfect sense because I did it. So let's get to our underdog fantasy lock picks of the weekend and of the night. Monday Night Football. We got my Rams versus the Falcons. Smitty, can't lose this. Can't lose this game.
I might lose though. I ain't gonna lie.
What if the Rams tank it out like all these other fucking bitch-made organizations? They tank. Is that even a possibly better draw?
The game is in Atlanta, correct?
Because the Rams they're locked in the playoffs. So
right.
Why don't you tank it then? If we're such a fucking tank artist nowadays, why don't the Rams tank and get the fucking whatever the 7th seed? Fuck it.
I hear you. I don't know about that. I don't think tanking is in McVay's blood. He's a winner. He's a hustler. He respects the game too much. He respects his craft too much. You guys are going to go out there and try to win, but Atlanta's going to try to win too. They're hungry, man. That defense, they want to finish the season off strong. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a good game tonight. Well,
let's talk about my lock picks then.
I don't even see them though.
What? Hold on. I'm going to tell you about it right now. I got an ad read to read. And that's the problem.
See, the problem is that a lot of times that people in life, they don't maintain their focus. And I think this is a great example of just kind of maintaining your focus, always remembering what the objectives are each day that you need to accomplish. And that will allow you to live a smooth and efficient life. Just kind of a free game for the chat.
Yeah, well, during this holiday season, Smitty, I want to make sure that all you guys share this Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. And we got boosts right now using our promo code Coach JB. So give me picks, deal reveals, and even some surprise sprinkled in. Now is the best time. $75 on a $5 deposit. So make sure you head on over there. Got to be 18, 19 in some states. Make sure you use our promo code Coach JB. And let's give it to them, Smitty. These are locks. Go ahead and run through these, Smitty, for the audio listeners.
Let's do it. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4 legger right here, man. Start off with Bijan Robinson. Anytime touchdown. He's going to score. Either he's going to catch a touchdown, he's going to rush one. Bijan will score tonight.
He's too good not to, right?
He's too good to. He's amazing. He might lead the league in rushing next year. Next pick, Kyron Williams. He's over 63.5 rushing yards. I like that as well. Easy money, easy peasy. Staying with the Rams, we got Puka Nacua. Anytime touchdown. He's either a reverse, fade route, dig. Puka's going to reach the end zone.
He'll have multiple touchdowns tonight.
Down there too. And then last but not least, I see you learned your lesson from your previous parlay. Higher than 5.5 receptions for Kyle Pitts. He's really starting to get on a heater as of late.
Because of Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, white quarterback. There you go.
Kirk Cousins, white quarterback, knows how to get the brothers the rock. And that's what it comes down to. Kyle Pitts is now showing what he was supposed to be, being that guy, that freak tight end, the Brock Bowers type. That's what Kyle Pitts has been with Kirk Cousins. So he's going to have over 5.5 receptions, just as he has the last couple weeks, Smitty. So my luck, though, if I have 2. But anyway, make sure you head on over to Underdog today. Underdog Fantasy. Download the app. Use our promo code Coach JB and get you that lock right there. 4-player. Now a lot of people take those. They'll take a couple of those and they'll add their own sprinkle to it. And a lot of guys have been winning with like 2 of my picks, and they'll add 2 of theirs. But the touchdowns anytime, I've been killing on those. I've only missed 1 in the last 6 weeks. 1.
It's pretty good.
So, pretty good odds. So what do I know?
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Underdog, man. Use that promo code Coach JB and let us know your results. And again, shout out to Mike Bundy again. He did send me a $1 earlier, just out of just respect for just even, playing hard and putting out good effort. So I'll use that dollar to give me a bag of hot fries later on. And it's a beautiful day.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Why are you still here?
I'm supporting the show.
Oh, I thought something was going on.
You all right?
First of all, I had to put in your 4-leg can't miss lockdown parlay.
Okay.
That because you like that for you like that one right there.
He like that one leg.
Hey, I'm supporting you, dog.
We just checking on you, big dog. We ain't want no problem. We ain't want no beef. Just checking on you, make sure everything cool.
E-Dub said he needs your number, so I'm gonna text it to him right now. Or you can give it live over there.
Give it live, JB, real quick.
Hold on a second.
You said 323.
I gotta look it up. Hold on. I gotta look it up. 316.
We'll be back tomorrow, man, on a Talk That Talk Tuesday. AJ McCarron joins us as he'll be flying into town for the Rose Bowl Bama versus Indiana game that Smitty will be attending.
I'm gonna be at the game. I got the tickets. My first Rose Bowl ever.
Smitty and I have some business to do tomorrow right after the show, so we'll be shutting it down right at 9. And
damn near 8:45 down there.
Yeah, and then we got to go to its spot, so we got to go do some public appearances. So if you guys want to donate anything, go ahead for Smitty's gas. Yeah, and we'll be there tomorrow, and then we're off the rest of the week. Happy New Year to everybody, and shout out to everybody. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member up on Patreon as well, as we'll have a spring Patreon that we're going to be doing a little different. Plus, my cooking show is going up there live ASAP. I've been putting some cooking videos out there. The prime rib was unbelievable. And we'll see you tomorrow for Talk That Talk Tuesday. We got Shaun King, Sheldon Day, Dr. Jesse Morse, AJ McCarron, maybe T Rich to end the new year off with a bang. So for Paris, Bailey, Smitty, and I, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.